Okay. Du-du-du-du. Alrighty, do we have everybody here?
Although actually I'm going to refresh my video feed because I don't have anybody's video feed.
Oh yeah, I haven't even turned on my video.
Mhm.
There we go. Here I am. Here I am.
For whatever reason, Roll20 is denying me Sarah's beautiful face, so I'm gonna refresh again.
I don't.
I'm also refreshing because it's denying me everyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Oh, there you. Okay, there you go.
You're
And
back. Okay.
Yeah.
It's me. And that.
Okay.
Me, Mario.
All right.
Sario.
Let me see if I can remember everything that happened last week. Okay, so I believe last week we started in the middle of a scuffle between Sturge, Rain, and Lloyd. If I am not mistaken, yes?
That sounds correct.
That sounds correct, yes. That's right. And McQuihua also. That's right. Rain had just mounted McQuihua as some sort of strange flying serpent mountain. Flew across
Very
the
cool.
water,
Had a
firing
great
arrows.
time.
Yes, firing arrows at Sturge, trying to knock him out, so that the whole craziness and insane scuffle could come to a quick end.
Do you ride him like a horse, or are you more like a surfboard?
A horse, definitely a horse.
Yeah, definitely a horse. I think a surfboard would have been.
her thighs were holding on to that slippery dragon body for dear life.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so yeah. However, in the end of that scuffle, it turned out that Lloyd, taking advantage of Sturge's deteriorated condition from the previous scuffle they had on the beach, was able to best Sturge and knock him out. At which point he took the rod and
shit was hard.
Oh wait, no. He had.
It was hard.
He had the rod already.
That's right. He had the rod already. He had knocked Sturge out on the
shot in the
beach. That's right. Yeah. Ah, yes. Okay, sorry. I guess getting my history confused. That's right. On the beach, you used a knockout ability, and you took the rod at that point, and then started rowing out into the ocean. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. You only got so far before Sturge sprouted wings and just dashed out across the cold waves as quickly as possible to get his rod back. Upon reaching it, though, however, there was a brief scuffle. Rain joined in the fight a few rounds later, getting the final shot while Sturge's back was turned like an arrow straight into the back. He fell forward onto the deck of the swan boat.
Ultimate betrayal.
And quickly performing some minor triage to stop any bleeding and prevent him from dying. You did not decide to wake him up just yet. McQuihua demonstrated some of her own abilities by wrapping Sturge in her coils while emitting some sort of gentle, radiant light upon him, which he's still unconscious, but from the player's point of view, we know that know that what it does slightly. It removes a number of afflictions as well as reduces insanity to some degree. Then you took advantage of the current, the strange, sea current that was initially you were going against, but now rowing with the current, you managed to make it back to shore much quicker. However, it was now dark outside, completely, black of night, and you make it to the shore, and you were at the point of deciding, how to best get Sturge, and all of you actually, back into the town without being noticed, as it was stated that Sturge had been, actively pursued by the city guard or the city watch, as they thought that he might have been some early scout or something for the oncoming battle. And so they were chasing after him, although they did not catch him. Meanwhile, in Beni's room, he had been, hanging out at the at the Steam Closet Inn, reading, snacking, having talks with maybe patrons around the common area, when he began to
having
hear
a nice
these,
day.
he began to feel like he was being watched. And it was quite this very unsettling feeling. And, he looked around seeing if he could see anything, though nothing was apparent. He heard a very low kind of growl, followed by a series of whispers in a demonic tongue. He immediately went to check on the Tome of the Shadowsea, and sure enough, the whispers seem to have been emanating from the tome itself. Just straight telepathically.
Telepathically.
Telepathically. Terrasque.
Oh.
Terrasque. Terrasque.
Yep. See, you've read that word in the book, but no.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, he started hearing these like really eerie whispers in Abyssal in his mind, which seemed to have been emanating from the tome itself. And although he does speak Abyssal, so he could make out some of what they were saying, although it was only bits and pieces of full sentences. Although they did seem to line up with certain lines of like prose and what's the word I'm looking for? Some of the text within the book itself. So we left off at about that point, I believe. So let's start with Beni today. So Beni, you were in your room last I checked because you went back to your room so that you could take a look at the book unwatched.
Right.
Right.
He also set up for the ritual, assuming Sturge was going to show up at some point.
Yes, you did.
And then,
that time is.
And then was essentially looking for basically whatever the excerpts were that he was hearing.
Okay. So, as I mentioned, it was kind of a strange mix. Oh, my music is. Hang on, let me do something real quick. Do this, and then stop it, and then push this. There we go. So, you tried your best to make out what these whispers were saying, but none of the words you heard were complete sentences. It was like a bit of one sentence and then another whisper. That one would fade out and it would be like kind of overlapped with another two whispers that were from a different part of a sentence. It's just like all kinds. It sounded like 10 or 12 different voices, all in like hushed whispers, but just read like different parts from different pages, and it didn't make a lot of sense. It just seemed like some of them were from like the portion of the book relating to summoning the sky or summoning storms. Another part of it was from controlling the tides. It didn't seem to be from like any one part of the book. It was like the book as a whole was reaching out or doing something. You can't pinpoint like a precise part in the book that it's coming from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a sense that like it wants to be used, or is it just trying to contact me or something in some sort of weird intelligence?
I'll allow you to make a insight check. I'll allow you to make an insight check, although it's going to be at a severe penalty because it's not really a person you're trying to glean information from. It's just a feeling, just a gut feeling you're going for.
Right.
Okay. Well, best you can gather, I mean, it feels like it might have been like activated somehow. Given your knowledge of magical devices, magical texts, and other tomes of this nature, it feels like it had temporarily been I don't know, activated in some form or fashion. Although
Okay.
that doesn't feel the case anymore. That's about as much as you can glean. So,
Okay.
you're here waiting in your room with the ritual set up, ready to go. Is there anything else that you'd like to prepare for?
Was there any preparation needed for using the book?
So, as far as you're aware, you tested it once in column already,
Yeah.
and all you had to do was just simply start reading. You find the chapter that, or the area of the tome that related to one of the three functions it seems to serve, and it takes a while. The only preparation is that it just seems to take a while to get it going. Like it takes like a full 10 minutes to get it to start working and doing what it's supposed to do. Other than that, there's no like material components or anything that you need to expend or anything of that nature. No, and it takes a lot of concentration as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Benny's just gonna be flipping through the book, seeing if like any pages kind of like, I guess, jump out at him, or essentially the sense that, oh, this page wants to be used or something like that.
Okay.
Kind of going with the feeling that it's somehow intelligent.
I see. All right. I'll get back to you on that. I'll say, it's a pretty thick book, so you'll be like flipping through, looking for things jumping out at you. Go ahead and make a perception check. I'll just keep that. I'll just write that off to the side so I can come back to that.
I know as a player I might be wrong, but that's going to be kind of Benny's assumption.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Let's see here. Open up my notes. Okay, 42. Not bad. Okay. 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 Beni's perception to view book. To view book equals 42. Not bad. Okay. So over the course of the next 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to be you'll be scrutinizing the pages of this book, not reading them, I assume.
Right.
Not out loud. Yeah, not out loud anyway.
Just kind of skimming.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to Jaez. What is Jaez? Last we left off with Jaez, you kind of lost the will to kind of do anything for a while after the encounter with the unexpected encounter with your long lost father. So
Yeah.
Given that tense, it wasn't so much of, I don't know if I would call it a conflict, but given the confrontation, the severity or the gravity of the confrontation, it left Jaez a bit out of sorts, not knowing what to think, not knowing how to feel, and just not wanting to do anything at this point in time. So it's been a few hours. I'll say that it's up to you. I mean, how does Jaez feel at this point in time?
He's a little less comatose right now. So he needs to remake his disguise for one.
Okay.
I need to re-roll all that. All my hard work. God damn it, Dad. Messing up my makeup. Okay.
We've all been there.
Right? Like, so annoying. Ugh. Alright, anyways. There we go. Sorry, I had a brain fart and couldn't remember if my disguise was stealth or bluff.
It's bluff.
It's bluff. There it is. Thank you.
Are you going for the same why do I keep forgetting his name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah. God.
Mustafa. I say Mustafa.
It's such an iconic name, and I keep forgetting what it is. Yeah,
You're just like, stop refusing my name. Witness my name.
No, I'm just terrible at remembering names. That's what it is.
No, it's cool. It's good. No, he's gonna go for something a bit more beraggled, to kind of reflect his mood, but still try to be just as less assuming as possible. So, like,
okay, just give me a brief disguise of what you're going for, and then we'll make the roll.
Okay. So since he has like his clothes can change at will into whatever the hell he wants it to be.
Yeah, you have that armor on. Yeah.
He's just gonna go for an unassuming, just dark-skinned human, kind of like a little. It's gonna go for some lines. He's gonna go for like a bit of an older look. It gives him something to concentrate on instead of having to think too much. So he's gonna be adding crow's feet. He's gonna be adding some some lines,
wrinkles,
to his forehead,
okay.
wrinkles and such. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing glamorous.
Okay. So like just common.
He's gonna add
common
some
tunic,
bushy eyebrows.
Okay.
Yeah, comic. It's gonna add some. It's gonna take some stuff. Add some bushy eyebrows.
Okay, bushy eye. Okay, that'll work. Go ahead and make a bluff check.
Let's see. How well did you concentrate, Jaez? Pretty well, Jaez. Good job. He's really.
I believe you get a +5 to that because it's a disguise check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 47, which is really good. That's a really good disguise. That's one thing Jaez is really good at, is disguises. Okay.
It's like, we're just gonna go. And the 2 letters I still have not sent you. Don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because one of them I'm trying to write in character, and I'm having a hard time doing. So
Okay.
you'll get that one later. And then he's gonna go downstairs. Not looking for anybody in particular. Not looking for Beni. He's just gonna go downstairs, and he could use a good stiff drink.
Okay.
If the inn can provide that to him. If not, he will go find somewhere that can.
Yeah. The inn has drinks. The common area is it has a number of tables. It's got a bar. It's always open 24 hours. The kitchen isn't always open. It's usually only open around like breakfast and dinner time. But the bar is always available. So they've got they've got to always have a stock of the local the Frost wine, or the Frost brand wine that comes from O'Driscoll's private stocks, or the stuff that he sells. As well as they've got a selection of ales and whatnot, maybe a few whiskeys, nothing too fancy, but given that
that'll do them.
Yeah. So, all right. So you order a round of.
So as a very non-drinker myself, which one is like the harder of the groups of alcohols.
Okay, so you go for just like we'll say a rum.
Yeah, whichever is the highest alcohol content.
Rum's about as high as you'll get around this area.
151.
151, yes. No. They don't have anything that you can set on
fire and send it over.
Yeah, if you can light it on fire, that's really high. No, but they do have rum. Rum's good. Rum.
Okay.
So you.
Why is the rum gone? Basically Jaez kind of looks like a beraggled pirate right now, and he's like, you know what? Get some rum.
Get some rum. Okay.
Why is the rum gone?
Just how many do you have? Just tell me that.
Oh, he was gonna take the whole bottle and just go sit in the corner somewhere.
Okay. Give me 3 endurance checks. Just I will see how this goes.
All right. Endurance checks.
Yeah.
Is that just
It's a skill. Yeah.
just okay?
Yeah. It's one of your skills.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
3. Where's my second notebook?
That's an okay endurance check. Okay.
32.
One.
All right. 27.
2.
Oh.
Oh.
Critical endure.
Okay.
Those are all my good rolls for the the rest of the night, y'all. Have fun.
It's done.
I was kind of just seeing like on average, averaging him now. That's much higher than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. I didn't think Jaez had a lot of like constitution to him, but maybe I was wrong.
He had very extensive training. They made sure he could withstand a lot.
That is true. Being, withstanding
Built up an immunity
to poison, to poisons. That's that's actually
alcohol's poison.
Yeah, because with any poison that he makes, he also has immunity to.
It's true.
Alcohol is a poison. You just need to become a moonshiner.
Where did I?
Yeah, he might be. He might become like one of those sad, depending on how things pan out, he'll be like one of those sad barkeeps that just wants to hear everybody else's tale, and he's like,
Aww.
I had a story once, then I got sad.
Okay, well, fortunately, you do not put yourself in a state that would make you unable to, fight or anything. So you, especially with the nat 20 at the end, I can't really, put you too much. So you just take your time and you pace yourself with this bottle over the course of the next few hours or whatever. And fortunately, your constitution is treating it as a poison, and you dealing with it at a rapid pace. So good for you. I was kind of actually hoping that that wouldn't happen, but
I mean, low key, I kind of wanted a drunk Jaez. Definitely would have been a fun side of him.
Yeah, that's the bad part about being immune to poisons, or not immune, but
yeah,
it's hard to get drunk. You have to spend a lot to get drunk.
He does smell like a distillery though, because goddamn, that's a lot of alcohol.
That'll be on your breath. I don't think I've never drank a whole bottle of rum before. I think I'd be dead. I have drank a whole bottle of Malibu, but I don't think Malibu counts.
I mean, that's still impressive.
I have done that, and that was that was a fun night.
I was like when Jaez orders the bottle, the barkeep just like
It was one of the Sayonara parties that I did that.
Oh, is that the one where somebody fell on the tracks?
No, not that one. I've never fallen on the tracks. That was someone else's.
No, not you. That's whoever it was fell on the tracks. Your constitution was fine. Theirs was not.
Theirs was not, but yeah, no.
Was it the one where people broke into cabins?
I don't know. Yeah, there's so many stories with that. Getting off track. Where is this train going? I want to get off.
All the people who are leaving bring their unwanted alcohol, and then it's a problem. That's the summary.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. So you're currently at the bar. Beni's upstairs in his room, listening to whispery book. Let's see. That brings us to. I guess you three. Okay, so currently you're on the beach, the Pebble Beach, I would say, I don't know, maybe 500 feet, 500 to 1,000 feet away from the nearest dock. So you're just on the corner of the city. You decided it's best not to get too close, lest your boat be seen. But it's easily within walking distance if you wanted to. So you've got Sturge. He's just still snoozing heavily, like. So the two of you, get him out of the feather boat. You bamf the feather boat to make it go away, and tuck the feather away again. So now what do you do? So you got to get back to the group, but you don't want to, make a big show of it, because you don't want Sturge to be arrested by the authorities, and you don't want to be like questioned by a bunch of guards, like, what are you doing outside the city, and what are you doing? So I don't know, what are you doing?
I'll let you explain it.
So
Go for it. We have a
We
plan.
are-
All right.
we are going to put Sturge in his own handy haversack.
I'm not sure he would fit in the hole. Like, handy haver. Like I'm thinking of the width of the backpack. Like, he's a big guy. Like he's 6 foot
Once
something.
you get him inside, it's fun.
Is he
I know, it's
buff, though? I don't think he's buff.
I'm kind of lanky, but
kind of
Oh yeah,
lanky.
the Sturge are you buff.
yeah, I'm against Soraya.
It's like the length of him is not an issue. We did Sarah did the
We did
math.
so much math, and I didn't think about the entry.
Yeah, like I know we did math about Benny's. He has some item that makes an extra dimensional space.
Here's a question then, JD.
Yeah.
If I'm placed in feet first, certainly I can make it up to at least my waist or.
Yeah, that's what I was just
higher.
like.
Because we're like,
Okay.
oh, we can just have his little head bobbing out. Just be like, yeah, he's just that's a doll.
I mean, I think it's the shoulders. I think his shoulders are probably the widest
Generally
just
speaking,
dislocate his shoulders then.
for most males,
on most men.
yeah, on most men, the shoulders
If
is
she
the
can
widest.
kind of go in like that, maybe like.
What did you say about Beni being able to make something like that happen?
Yeah, Benny, you've got an item or something that does that. I don't remember what it's called, but
It was the gloves of
Does what?
storing, I thought.
no, not the gloves of storing. You have something else as well. Just a sec, I'll find it. Benny.
Is it not just like a portable hole situation?
No,
Benny's not here.
it might be it might have been a spell. I'm not sure what it was. Let's see. I'm looking.
Makes my
That
shoulders
does
narrow.
what?
Respect.
My dagger can make your shoulders narrower.
Potion
Cut off his arm.
bandolier,
And then
ritual
heal
book,
it
dust
later.
of creation.
No, but actually, maybe I can cut the opening of the bag wider.
Exodus knife. The Exodus knife, create a 4x4x4 space for 8 hours.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's an extra dimensional.
We've rested in there before, right?
I don't think we have yet.
Because I know we did
Just
we actually did the math for how much air a space like that would hold.
Yes.
So yeah, so for a 4x4x4, I think it was something like 6 hours or something like that, of 6 hours of air. But 4x4x4. I don't know how big a bag of holding, the dimensions of a bag of holding and whatnot on the inside are, but
Don't worry, I did the math.
oh,
So a bag of holding, or a handy haversack is 100 cubic feet inside.
okay.
And based on Sturge's height, if he were alone, he would have roughly 5 hours of air.
Okay. I'll trust you. I mean, that's 100 feet.
There's other stuff in there.
That's like 5 feet is
100
1 square,
cubic
so
feet.
that would be like 20 by 20. Oh, 100 cubic feet. So
Yeah, 100 cubic feet in volume.
So 20 times. Okay. 100 cubic feet in volume. So that would be what? Like what's cube root 100? I don't know. Like I'm trying to think, how does that compare to this Exodus knife?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I don't think he would be in there for that many hours anyway. This is not worth it looking into the math. I mean,
Cube root is
retrospect.
4.6.
What is
It's
it?
about 5, I think.
5.6?
4.6.
4.6.
I'll be more long decimal, but yeah, essentially 4.6.
Yeah.
So 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah, a little more than, but
A
yeah.
little more, yeah. So 4.5. So 4.5 by 4.5 by 4.5. So 100 cubic feet sounds like a lot, but it's actually like
It's reasonably small.
it's
Yeah.
like he couldn't lay down in it because the cubic part comes in with all the multiplication, but like it's this wide and that, and then like this. So
the point was it could hold 1,000 pounds, whereas the bag of holding could only hold 200.
Yeah, handy
Mhm.
haversack
Heavy
is
boys,
bigger.
you know?
Yeah, handy haversack definitely bigger.
And I'm 205 pounds is the problem.
I see.
But
You know what? You guys, there's nothing to do but try, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead and give it a shot. So you guys are gonna try and shove him into his own handy haversack, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, give me a distant.
Because mine's full of bows, so.
I don't even know. Let's see
Do
what
they need
makes
to be-
sense in the situation.
Be fine.
They need to be stealthful.
Well, we're not worried about stealth because.
Okay.
Let's see.
Not worried about stealth
stealing
yet.
him
We're thieving him in.
Endurance.
Mine's kind of slippery because of the fish guts. Maybe I could slide right in.
So gross.
It'd be like a combination of like strength and dexterity, but I'm just not sure which way to go. You can make it both. Like I'll let you choose. You can either just make a straight up strength or straight up dexterity check as you like. Or one of you can give one of you can give advantage to the other.
How do you roll on that? It's only mod +1. Oh, that's right, because 28 gives you a mod of 9, and then +1/2. There we go. That makes sense.
I have a quick question.
There's a button for it. You don't even have to you just click the button.
It's sounding like you are stronger
didn't
than
make
me.
sense at first, but now I got it.
What was the thing where you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
Now, if you put a
Backpack's a
portable
black
hole,
hole, my friend.
if you put a portable hole in a bag of holding or vice versa, there's bad stuff can happen.
Okay.
You're like
But it's
making
okay.
extra dimensional spaces like collide.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's okay to put a bag of holding in a handy haversack or something like that.
I think it's the same situation. It's like if you like combine any two interdimensional spaces, kind of.
Yeah, you don't want to combine interdimensional
Okay,
spaces.
well,
Extra dimensional.
just don't put that stuff in with me, please.
Yeah.
Just sucks him straight into the elemental chaos.
Where'd he go?
So,
I
either
guess in that case we should take off your pouch.
Yes, that is also sort of. Yeah, it is tiny, but it's
Just in case.
Yeah, it is
Just
a
in
super
case.
tiny interdimensional space, but it is dimensionally related. So, okay,
I
so
don't want it to explode.
so just tell me, what are you taking off of his person?
I guess I can't say.
You're unconscious.
I mean, we don't know anything about that.
Well,
I only know about the pouch, so I'm gonna take
Lloyd
it off.
doesn't. Okay, Lloyd doesn't.
I mean-
Rain, you've been traveling with him for long enough to kind of seen him take things out or put things away. So I would say that
does he have the gloves too?
gloves are okay. Gloves, the
Okay.
gloves themselves are not a dimensional space. They send things to a dimensional space, but the gloves themselves are not a
That's
dimensional
different.
space. Yeah.
You can just strip me down. Throw me in.
So
We could, I guess.
so Sturge, you have the handy haversack, the pouch of
holding.
sharing, and a bag of holding. So 3 things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the gloves. But,
So
yeah.
Rain, just make an intelligence check. You've spent a long time
That's
with
fair.
him. It's just to make sure that you're not forgetting anything.
Portable hole.
Okay. You remember seeing
not
him
bad.
take things. Oh yeah, that's plenty enough. I was only gonna have you roll like a 10 or higher, and you easily got that. So,
I think I have a backpack of something as well.
well, that's your handy haversack.
That's the handy haversack. We're putting you in that.
Maybe. I thought there was something else. Like I've been trying to hide the rod in many, many places, right? I think I fixed it.
Oh my god.
I love this so much.
What a great
We
sentence.
just like open up your butt and there's a interdimensional space in there.
Been trying to hide the rod in many places. Like,
Like,
No. Okay. We're all in kindergarten here. So, all right. So
It's
you
fine.
not- It's the backpack of concealment is what it is.
so that hides things, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're
So-
trying to go in and out of the city and stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Rain, you remember to take all of the dangerous stuff or dimensional stuff off his person before trying this stunt. So, Lloyd, you rolled the dex check to try and fit him into the bag, and I'll give you a +2 to that since I think Rain is helping you.
Yeah.
Funny enough, you're able to kind of shimmy the him. So you just kind of put the backpack down first, and you open it up as wide as you can, and you like kind of drag him, drag him over to it, like kind of finagle his boots inside first, and then just kind of you start doing it like a potato sack race and start lifting the backpack up like around his waist, and like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You're trying to get all of the potatoes down to the bottom of the bag or something.
I imagine we kind of have to do his shoulders
Yeah,
sideways.
and then, so you put one arm down and the other arm up so you can get like an angle and go in like this. And eventually, he just kind of like Terminators into the bag. If he was conscious, he might do like this as he's going in. I don't know.
He'll be
Are
back.
we gonna be able to get him back out of that bag?
Probably because the handy haversack, whenever you reach in, it like puts what you want on top, and then you can so probably.
I mean,
Probably.
physically slip him back out, because that was a good ass roll.
We'll see.
Just take the
That
bag.
was a 15 on the die.
So yeah, you do
I
have
mean, if
to
we,
kind
like-
of once only his hand is sticking up out of the space, you do kind of have to push it down because it's only 4.5 feet tall, and he's kind of
Right.
getting shoved into this box. He'll fit.
He's gonna have a cricket
Yeah,
attack.
he'll fit, but he's gonna be in this like crate for a bit. Okay, so you manage to shove him in there, and as soon as he's all the way in, there's like a noise that kind of it's how you know that something is stored. So he's in there.
Yay!
There's like this little arcane like, and then he's just
We
vanished.
just got this 1 pound bag of Sturge.
Yeah, and then it
Yeah.
doesn't weigh anything. So, but now you know that time is of the essence because he's not going to survive in there for very long.
Yeah, and we as players did the math, but as characters, we don't really know how much air is in there. We're
Yeah.
gonna see.
So what are you guys doing?
Nimrod is concerned.
That's true. Nimrod is just currently he was flying around following you guys. I don't know if
Flying
Nimrod
from
would
the
go
bag?
in the bag with you or the.
I'm not gonna stuff the parrot in the bag. It's up to
Bird is
him.
following around the green guy.
The parrot kind of.
Maybe we'll leave the bag open and be like, "Do you want to come in?"
The parrot kind of flaps. It lands on the edge of the bag. It debates about it, and I'm gonna roll it because I don't know what the parrot would do. Well,
It's a
that dice.
parrot.
What would the parrot do? I don't know. We'll just call it evens odds. So it goes in. Okay, so the parrot looks inside the bag for a second. It's not really sure. Then it just kind of jumps in and it's gone. It's just like, oh.
Good boy.
Okay.
Boy.
All right. So
Good boy.
Sturge and Nimrod are now inside the bag. What are you doing from here?
Be calculating the air because the parrot is breathing part of it now.
No!
No.
I'll just give it
It's
the rain.
it's
I
negligible.
don't know what I'm doing.
It's like a canary in
Yeah,
a coal
I
mine.
can have one handy haversack on each shoulder.
Okay.
Let's
Double haversack.
double haversack. And
So, yeah.
I
So,
guess it's time to stealth back into town as inconspicuously as possible.
Okay. So as I mentioned before, it would be pretty damn hard unless you're completely invisible to get back up like the normal stairs. Because there's easy ways to get up the cliffside that are carved into the rock or actually like built out of stone and wood. But if obviously all of those places are going to be guarded, so your other options are to fly up over the cliff or climb it. So
I don't know how we're gonna fly up there, but I assume that you've got a list of checks lined out for either way we go.
yeah.
I could fly on McQueehwa, or I guess one of us could. I don't know how much Lloyd weighs.
Maybe you fly off with Sturge and get back to the what's it called, the inn,
The steam
just
closet.
because it's
The
faster,
closet,
probably.
yeah.
Okay. If you
And
do
then
that,
I'll just
yeah.
unassumingly like walk my way back without trying
And
not to
like
draw too
bullshit
much
your way
attention.
back into town.
Yeah. I don't have anything. I did it, but I don't have anything.
Why would the guards? Why is it a problem for them? They're looking for the green guy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's
They're-
just
They
on
might
high alert,
ask
I
us.
guess.
it's
Like,
it's
looks
odd.
you
Like
got
they
two
did.
backpacks right there. What's in the other one?
My
Yeah,
lunch?
Rain's not a great liar.
Sturge. Oh, I mean,
Lloyd is a
you just say it was a parrot.
so liar.
Okay, so Rain is gonna ride McQueehwa and fly over up on top of the cliff.
Yep, assuming she's amenable.
How do you communicate what you want her to do? First, we got to figure that out.
I mean, this worked last time. Point to me, point to her, horse gesture, point in the direction we need to go.
Make as you like, either charisma or animal handling.
Oh, we all know it's going to be animal handling. Oh, animal hand. Would that be nature? I forgot we're on 4E.
Oh, me too. I forgot that as well. Nature, yes.
Nature, okay.
Oh,
Discount
okay.
animal handling.
Discount animal handling, yeah. Okay. All right. So McQueehwa kind of looks at you and her tongue kind of darts out momentarily. And she kind of looks up and around the cliffs. And then she kind of lowers her head down for you to climb on.
Yeah. All right, I will, of course, do so. That's my girl.
Okay. And then she starts kind of and flying up to up the cliff and just doing a spiral to go up in the air. I'm gonna roll a stealth check for her because it's a little weird if anybody sees a flying snake over the town.
That's fair.
Nothing to see here.
I mean, she's just Rain's just cosplaying as Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. It's okay.
Yes.
McQueehwa's her brood.
Or,
Aw.
Snaky's Delivery Service.
Let's see, stealth.
Someone order a Sturge?
Not great.
Oh, that's not very stealthy.
Not great.
Oh
She
dear.
is
We're
a little
already
bit
on high alert.
ostentatious, to be fair.
Okay.
We're already on high alert with crazy ass things coming out of the sky too.
Yeah.
Flying on the back of a dragon into town.
It's a quaddle, not a dragon, but still, for the people, the uninitiated, they'll probably assume it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Giants are attacking!
It is dark. There is that, so I would give her advantage, but that only brings it up to a 19. So
You fell off and died.
I'm gonna just see who's on watch. That would be these guys.
She about to get shot. Oh gosh, our poor baby.
The trebuchet operator notices you.
It would be. All right, let me just do a quick roll here. Let's see here. Perception. There we go. Serious? All right, lucky you. Way to go, guys. Way to go, guys.
This is really giving me a lot of confidence in the town guard here.
I know, right?
They're really on top of their game.
Really on top of
High
things.
alert.
Just, looking at the ocean, picking their nose. Like, what are they doing? I don't know.
Man, if this is their high alert, I hate to see just
Alright.
a day.
You make it over the town wall, and you put it down. And then McQueehaw kind of sets you down within the inside of the town wall. Okay. And yeah. So now you're not suspicious looking at this. Well, I mean, McQueehaw, who knows? But if the guards see McQueehaw, I don't know how they're gonna take it just yet. But as for you,
we'll see.
Yeah, you're him. Lloyd, what are you gonna do to try and get inside or to get inside?
I'm going to just, confidently walk inside.
Okay, so you're just taking the stairs then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't got anything to
Hopefully
hide.
that same guard is still on duty.
Okay. So you walk down the beach and as soon as you get to the base of the stairs, there's already a group of guards who spot you since you're not being stealthy, and you hear one of them that's on. There's a dock that goes out probably about maybe 70 feet into the water, and he kind of runs with a lantern back towards the mainland up to where the beach is, and he kind of he holds it out and he kind of looks down and squints. He's just like, it's like he calls out a challenge, like, who goes there? It's like,
It is I, Lloyd Silverfang.
it's like Lloyd Silverfang, are you a resident here?
Yes.
Whereabouts do you live?
I don't fucking know.
Can you just say that? Like, oh.
No. Green Heights. I
Sure.
don't know.
Green Heights.
Green Heights.
No, nothing. No Green Heights. around
Green
here.
Hills. Green Hill Zone.
Hollywood.
You live in Kalos Square.
Live in Kalos Square.
Okay.
Says God.
Kalos Square. Okay. What are you doing out on the beach? We've shut down the docks.
Yeah, actually, we're here to help with the whole giant situation. So I'm just doing my own kind of survey around the area. Just headed back home after that.
It's like, does anyone else know you're out here? Can they confirm your story?
Yeah, actually.
Who's that?
Some kid I joined up with in a group of adventurers, about maybe like a week ago or something.
Like 2 days ago.
I think we need to check to see if the rod is itching in his pocket. I'm just saying.
It hasn't been
24 hours yet.
Hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Come on!
Okay, so you told a group of adventurers that you kind of bumped into.
Yeah.
So,
also, is Lord O'Driscoll like a public figure
Yes,
that
yes,
you could
yes.
safely say his name?
yeah, he has his public facade as the grandiose wine manufacturer who's quite well known.
And I'll say his name as well. I'll just say and also Lord O'Driscoll. He's in the know.
Oh, I see. All right, just wait there a second. We just need to confirm your story. And
Yeah, no problem.
You see
And I'll
him.
just hang tight.
You see him kind of walk back to what must be his commanding officer, and kind of whisper in his ear some stuff, and his officer kind of nods, and listens to what he's saying, and then he pulls what looks to be a sending stone out of his pocket, and it's too far away to make out what he's saying, but he talks to he kind of speaks to whoever's on the other end, and then he waits, and you wait for probably like half an hour to an hour. Takes a while, but eventually you hear like a sound of a voice coming from that direction, and he picks the stone back up and listens to it, and he gives the previous guy who was talking to you the thumbs up, and the guard says, "All right, looks like you're good. Come on up the stairs."
All right. Thank you. And I'll just walk up the stairs and get on.
All right.
Not gonna rod them? What?
Did you say you were here to do your own preliminary investigation? Like, what did you before you go? Like, what did you find? What were you looking for? Any information you have about what's coming would benefit the.
Actually, we found one of the giants. Well, we found the body of one of the giants floating in the water. Actually,
the guard kind of like taps. Gives a backhand to the guy standing next to him, like kind of like, "Hey, pay attention to this. This is, yeah. What?
Yeah.
What happened to it? It was dead.
It was dead. Yes.
Could you
quite
tell
a
what
graphic way?
Like, I need details. Like, tell me, like, was it killed by weapons, by drowning?
It looked like it was killed by magic.
By magic.
Like its eyes were burned out of their sockets or something like that.
Oh. Okay, you roll a perception check.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. He kind of leans over to the commander next to him and like into his ear, but you overhear what he's saying, and he sounds like, it's like, what do you think? Like, if something's was coming after the giants, maybe it's a hidden ally or something, enemy of my enemy is my friend type of thing. And it's like, I don't know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. It's like, well, if you tell us whereabouts you found the body, maybe we can go retrieve it and find more.
Okay.
Where
we got to where we were. Oh, wait a minute. That was Sturge, actually.
What do you mean we?
Oops.
So I assume that it's like out of character. I assume it's somewhere in the general vicinity of where we were. So I'll tell them based on the map that we got.
Okay.
Kind of the general vicinity, and then I'll say one of my what would you say, compatriots or something?
Sure, whatever.
One of my comrades. What am I trying to say? One of my comrades knows potentially more specifically where it was, but it was floating in the water around here.
Floating in the water. Okay. So, the currents have been very strange as of late. So, given their current direction, that means it... Could you point in the general direction of where that might have been? That might help us locate it.
I'll kind of point where we came from.
Okay. So it's like, all right. Well, if it was out to sea, then it could have washed up past and washed up ashore further to the east. Might have washed up past the town. Oh, thank you. Does that mean there's others out there still? You said you were with someone else that was out there?
Yeah, I think about now everyone should have been should have reported back, so I should be the last one to kind of file in.
I see. All right. Well, thank you for the information.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. It's like, and you see the captain kind of shout out some orders. It's like, hey, take a squad of 8 men and search down the east coast. See if you turn up a corpse of a giant. And like 8 men says like, yes sir, and then they start they go down the steps and start heading down the beach. And you're in the city now. You're back in the city. So,
All right, cool.
Okay, so Rain. So you're inside the city walls, and you notice there's a couple. There's guards posted on a lot of in a lot of areas. You see them marching by. You see some of them just kind of standing off in the distance. And right now you're kind of behind a little suburb. There's a couple of houses in your way, and you can kind of looking through in between the houses is how you're noticing this. So you haven't come fully out into the open yet. There's also every so often there's like a light post that has some like lanterns hanging from it to provide a very, very small localized area of light in the area. So given the darkness, you could probably sneak around if you wanted to. Or if you don't want to, you could just, take the normal paths and try and like how do you want to get back to the group with Miquihua in tow? I can't hear you.
Oh.
I can't. Is your Discord turned on?
Oh, yeah. And you're muted.
I muted it when I went to the bathroom and I forgot to put it back on.
Okay. You're back now.
We're fine. My joke was, should we put Miquihua in a bag of holding? But probably not. That seems degrading. We'll put Sturge in there, but like not this majestic creature.
Let's see.
I think.
Walking the dog. Nothing to see here.
I think I kind of want, if I can, to direct Miquihua to go up and kind of follow from like a vertical distance, and then I want to just make my way home.
Okay.
The normal route, but I don't know. Is it go the normal way or stealth, or is there like a go the normal way sneakily option?
It's whatever you want to try. It's D&D. Everything's an option.
It's D&D.
Yeah.
D&D.
I just basically you tell me what you're doing and I describe what happens.
Just
there is one
do
other,
it.
One other thing. You landed in an area you're unfamiliar with. You're not from the city, so you currently don't really know where you are. So you're not exactly sure which way to go to get back to the inn. So there is that. So it's a bunch of things in your case. Like whether or not you want to be stealthy or not is completely up to you. You don't know how the guards would take seeing Miquihua. You don't think that your best guess is that you don't think seeing you, like they probably wouldn't care. They haven't so far. Why would they start now? However, they never seen Miquihua before. And given their high alert status, they might be spooked by that and do something, but you're not sure. Maybe they'd be cool with it, maybe not. You don't know. So there's a lot of things going on. Number one, how do you get back? Number two, should Miquihua be stealth or not? Should you be stealthed or not? So all of these things are making it a bit of a situation. So how do you proceed? Oh yeah, and communicating with Miquihua is also a problem.
With Miquihua. I've tried Sylvan, right? She doesn't speak Sylvan.
Doesn't speak Sylvan.
Well, here we are. So yeah, I think we've been pantomiming and it's gotten us. Okay, so I'm gonna be like me down here, and then I'm gonna be like you up there, and I'm like together.
So,
me down here, you up there, together.
I should have these like done in complete mute to see if I can follow what you're trying to tell me. That
Yeah,
that would be
that'd be
real
fun.
fun. That would be real
Because
fun.
I'm saying it out loud, but she doesn't understand me. So.
Right. I think
Yeah.
okay. From here on out, if you try and give her directions, I'm gonna just take my headphones off and have you do.
Okay, I think that's really
Just
reasonable.
mute yourself.
That'll be great. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. But go ahead and make your nature check for animal handling.
Come on, don't fail me now. Yeah. Nature.
Turn her back into her soul form.
No!
So kill her, basically. Kill her.
Oh no.
That is what you're asking. Oh, okay. So
that's pretty
for
good.
the purposes of this command, she seems to nod, and starts flying up in the air above you, and then she kind of looks down expectantly.
And I'm gonna like just
Thumbs up.
And-
Okay. Yeah.
and yeah, I'm gonna
Okay. So you just
first I'm gonna try to find my way on my own because I would prefer to not interact with anyone if I don't have to.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. So you're not interacting with anyone. So that's
Hopefully.
it'll be more difficult if you're not interacting with any. If you're not asking questions. So if you want to roll that, then it'd be streetwise with a -2.
All right. We'll do our best. I'm gonna try it first because I don't want to talk to you.
Okay. You base your initial direction on knowing that the inn was closer to the center of town than where you are now. So you're just kind of thinking, you've got the map in your head. It's like, okay, here's the coast. We just got on top of the cliff, which puts us towards the southwestern corner. So you just kind of think, okay, so if I turn roughly about this way and start going in that direction, it should get me closer. So you just kind of base it on instinct, go that way. So you walk in that direction for like 15, 20 minutes, and you still don't see anything familiar, although the buildings are getting a little bit more dense, or I should say closer together and slightly older and bigger, which seems like a good thing. Again, though, never been to this town before, so you're still not sure if this is the right way. You're waiting to find or come across like a road you've been down before, or a shop you've seen before, something that you can kind of latch onto and be like, okay, now I know where I am. So that's what you're kind of waiting for. Make another.
There's no hurry.
Yeah, make another.
Nobody's suffocating slowly in a bag. Don't worry.
No, you're fine. Sorry.
Hang on a second. And
Yeah.
oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
okay.
What
You
in
start-
oblivion is that?
You start hearing. You hear a shout from around the probably like in front of you and to the right. Like there's a street, and it sounds like somebody's shouting. Like if you go straight ahead and turn right, somebody over in that direction. And you hear it's like something in the air, something in the air, and then you hear it's like something in the air repeated from another block away. And then like some people start coming out. What do you do?
Can I tell where it's coming from? Like, do I see them?
If you just keep going straight and come out onto this next main road, you think you'll see them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you keep going.
Okay, because I just want
forward.
to run and be like, stop.
Okay, you run forward out into this main thoroughfare where there's a couple of lamp posts or like lantern posts up and down the street, and you see there's a man like pointing a crossbow up in the direction of Miquihua. Miquihua is still kind of looking down like flapping her wings. It's hard to see her because it's so dark, but but it's clear that she's there. She's not far enough away to make her completely invisible or anything. So you come out and you start yelling, stop. What do you, the guard kind of, he's got his crossbow pointed up and he looks at you yelling, stop. And it's just like, it's like he kind of looks at you and he's just briefly, he just kind of looks at you, sees you yelling stop, he keeps looking up, and he doesn't seem to want to take his eyes off of Miquihua. And you approach him, and he's just like, what? It's like, what is it? Like,
it's my pet.
It's like, I asked you what it is, not like. And then another two guards come out from different streets, and they start looking around, and they see the first guard pointing his crossbow up, and so they look up, and they also see Miquihua up there. It's your pet. That's not a lie. Make a diplomacy check.
Oh yay! It's not.
Okay.
I haven't seen the math yet, but I know her diplomacy.
That's for rank. That was lucky.
Oh, I rolled to 19. Yes.
You rolled a 19. You're very passionate about Miquihua.
Yeah.
I love animals much more than people.
So he kind of the initial guard kind of lowers his crossbow. He's still looking up at Miquihua, and he briefly looks at you, and it's just like, what is it? Like.
Do I know technically what she is? Do I know the word for it?
You might if Beni told you. Beni was the one who knew, and if he told everybody. I don't know. I don't remember. Beni, did you tell everybody what it was?
I think Beni did briefly explain, because we had the time. We found out about the egg, and I think he mentioned like.
Yeah, you rolled like knowledge checks to figure out what it was, and you knew what it was.
Because I think Beni would have had to tell him, because he's like, yeah, it's gonna birth in about 24 hours and stuff, so he probably would have told him.
Okay, so yeah, you do know it's a coatl. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say Rain was paying like 80% attention, so she's just gonna be like, it's a caboodle.
It's a caboodle.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a koala.
Not that bad.
It's a
like a
caboodle.
Flying snake thing.
It's like, well,
she's very smart.
Tell it to come down here now, then don't let it fly around in the air like that. It's gonna scare the living shit out of everybody. We're on high alert, and if you don't want us to shoot your pet, keep it out of the air.
Okay, I'm hoping that I have Miquihua's attention, because I'm just gonna look up at her and like.
Miquihua's staring down, looking at this whole thing. So I'm taking. Okay. So, so you're just pointing down? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hi.
Okay. So, all right. So she kind of goes down a little bit, and she goes down about 5 feet and then stops and then looks at you again. And kind of like expectantly. So she keeps coming down. This time she comes down more. She comes down more and kind of looks at the guards, looks at you, looks at the guards, kind of not really knowing what to do. I'm
actually gonna look at the guards and I'm gonna say it might help if you take your aim off her. I think she's gonna scare people. You're scaring her.
It's like they kind of. The first guard drops his crossbow and points it down towards the ground, and he kind of takes a step forward to get a closer look. Miquihua just kind of looks at him and just kind of flicks her tongue like, and just kind of gives him a side eye, and then she kind of looks at you and. I don't know. Whatever the snake equivalent of a shrug is. Snakes don't have shoulders. How does a snake shrug? If you can imagine.
Just goes in.
Suddenly, McQueen says, "I
Like that.
accept this offering," and just eats them.
Yeah, just keep in mind,
It shoots
Makuha's
lasers
size.
from its eyes and
Yeah,
explodes
Makuha's
their head.
size is that of about a large boa constrictor. Not like anaconda
okay.
levels, but like large boa
Okay.
constrictor levels. So she's quite strong, but like size-wise, though, she's yeah, she could totally wrap around your body like 2 or 3 times. So when you were kind
As she did with Sturge.
yeah. So, but yeah, like the thickness, she's only about like that big around. So, yeah, at her widest. So,
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, so since Mikuiha is not taking any threatening actions towards them, they drop their guard, and they give you a stern warning, like just keep that thing out of the air, otherwise we will shoot it. All of the guards are on high alert. We do not need any unexpected surprises like that. Okay?
Fine. And now that I've had to have this unpleasant interaction, can you tell me where the steam closet is?
The inn?
I'm lost. Yes.
Just take this road like up 4 blocks, hang a right, go straight until you see well, it's a big building. You should be able to see it once you walk far enough that way. But yeah, 4 blocks up, hang a right.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
She walks away.
Goes on his way. Okay. So, we'll skip ahead a bit. We'll say that everybody at this point, now that they know about Makuiha, the guard is not gonna bother you anymore at this point. They might give you funny looks, but if Makuiha's like right by your side, or maybe even draped over your shoulders or something, yeah. So,
it's fine if they give me a weird look. I'll give them the stink eye. I don't need that.
Okay, so you get to the steam closet. Yeah, you get to the steam closet, and you see, as soon as you walk in, Jaez is at the bar.
You don't know it's him.
Oh.
I haven't used this disguise before.
You see a pirate with bushy eyebrows at the bar.
You see a pirate-looking person.
That's true. That's true. You don't see Jaez. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. You don't see
Jaez.
Yeah. Okay, forget I said anything. You come in the steam closet. You look around. It's slow. You see a couple people drinking at the bar. Yeah. It's that's it.
Do I see them come in?
Is Beni down here?
Beni
or
is
no?
not down here at the moment. No.
Do I see them walk in, or am I like oblivious to them coming in?
I would say you weren't completely drunk, so I would allow you to make what's your passive perception? And it's not like she was trying to be stealthy or anything, so.
Yeah, and like his endurance rolls, he was not at all drunk. He was meh.
Actually, here's what would have happened. Rain,
I wouldn't say not at all.
When you walk in the main door, since the bar is opposite the main door and the bartender can see people coming in, he kind of looks at you and you just see him make this. He's like, "What the hell is that?" Referring to Mikuiha. So that's
just gonna go. It's me, Rain. I've been staying here.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think you had this snake thing around your neck.
Oh, that's Mikuiha.
Jaez turns around from the bar.
Yeah, now we made a.
Yeah. So yeah, you see Rain. And
Rain.
new addition. She's got this really sparkly blue snake. Like boa constrictor looking thing that has wings. That has fucking like wings sprouting out of its like a little bit far back from its neck. Well, yeah. And
Jaez raises a brow and he just says, "You don't recognize him at all." And he takes a swig and he's just like, "Oh, Raindrop has another friend."
Oh, that's gonna. Nobody calls me Raindrop. A stranger would not know that.
Yes.
There you go.
So this old, like, darker skinned man, wrinkly darker skinned man, like, kind of turns around and says, like, "Oh, Raindrop has a new friend."
Like,
You got a problem, old man?
Oh yeah.
Jaez just like just a wry chuckle, like, nah. You know what? The more the merrier. Did you find our green missing friend before coming back with this new scaly friend?
What are you talking about? This is Sturge.
Yes.
Drink for me and
Go
my
ahead and make an
snake.
intelligence check, Rain.
Yeah. Her insider, like, I feel like she's gonna pick up on it. She sees guys disguised all the time.
Yeah.
True.
It's just like, who is this? Is it stranger danger or is it? Oh no, I know this guy. It's fine.
Strange.
Or is the barkeep
Just
like, what is this
do
old
you
man
want-
doing
do you
talking
want
to this
intelligence,
young girl?
Julie,
Like,
did you say?
Intelligence, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
barkeep is like,
It's
stranger
not-
danger, young
It's not
lady.
like I don't see Jaez all the time in weird
Yeah.
disguises.
You're able to put two and two together and realize, like, okay. So you don't know why he changed disguises, but you're pretty sure that this is Jaez. Also, the voice.
Yeah.
Once you're thinking about it, even if he puts if he puts an affect,
Like a
into his-
gruffness to it.
it's still hard to modify your voice to the point where it's not you at all. So, like,
Yeah, I'm like unrecognizable.
yeah. So, like, at first
Yeah.
it was not, but once you start listening for it, you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's Jaez.
Yeah, then if she asks about Sturge, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, is Beni here?
Jaez, that's a long sigh. Takes a swig of his rum.
No.
Put the last bit of his rum into his glass. Leaves the bottle. Just stands up with it. And he's like, yeah, he's upstairs. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So you guys go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
Like, I guess as they're going upstairs, he just kind of is McQuihua, who he does not know is McQuihua, following them.
Okay. Beni.
Yeah, I've got her.
I was gonna say
So-
he's like, because he was gonna ask does it talk? What
Yeah, but I don't
what-
understand
what,
her.
What languages do you speak, Jaez?
Let me go on my sheet because I know Draconic, Abyssal, Elven, Common. There's one more. Where is it?
None of those.
Where is it? Hold on. Where are you? Languages. Language. Oh, there we go. Common, Elven, Dwarven, Abyssal, Draconic.
No, none of those. Okay. So-
Yeah, the original's like, she does, but I don't understand her.
Yeah.
Also, I liked the last disguise better.
Yes, well, some things kind of happened while you were away.
So, as you guys are kind of having chit chat while walking up the stairs to Benny's room, Beni, as you're looking through this book, looking for anything that kind of sticks out to you, you come across a page that does kind of stick out a little more than the others, and it's within the section of the book that summons storms, and the only thing that makes it stick out a bit more is that the whispers kind of grow louder within that page. So, like, when you turn the page, like, or even as you kind of approach to that page and you come across this page, like, the whispers pick up a bit, like.
Okay.
He's been hearing whispers this whole time?
Beni will bookmark it and kind of continue.
Okay. The whispers continue, but they fade slightly as you go past the page.
Okay. Yeah, so Beni's
Do
gonna
you
bookmark
dog
it.
ear
He
the
wants to see if
page?
there's any other pages that has the same effect.
What kind of reader is Beni?
Sorry, what was that?
Beni's gonna basically bookmark that page
Okay.
and then keep going to see if any other pages have the same effect.
I see. Okay, so as you continue, you get a number of pages after it, like 50, 60 pages after it, and there's a knock at your door, like.
Okay. Benny is here, and he'll bookmark the page and close it.
Okay. So yeah, you hear Benny's voice through the door, Rain and Jaez.
Bust in.
Okay. Take it away.
I'm gonna be like, we found Sturges in this bag. I'm gonna toss him the haversack.
Benny else-
Jaez is like,
Yeah,
oh,
there.
oh.
Oh, he's not dead. Probably.
Damn.
He wasn't dead when we put him in the bag.
Well, step carefully. Benny was prepared that this might happen.
Yeah, you see.
Oh.
So Jaez and Rain, you see as you come into the room, there's this circle of like silver powder laid out on the floor of his room with a number of arcane runes inscribed in the center, as well as a few candles. They're unlit, but look to be like in position. And you've kind of seen this before in previous other people have done it when other people have done it, such as like Garen.
Yeah.
Well,
Can we just like shake him out on it, or?
Like, do we just
Well-
dump him out?
Yeah, why don't you dump him out first?
Okay. So
Okay.
you have to. How are you gonna do this?
Can maybe your slithery
I'm not-
friend
I'm not
can grab
actually-
hold of the bag?
I'm not
and-
actually gonna dump him out. I think that sounds like a great way to break his shoulders. So I think I'm gonna reach in and try to like maneuver him, at least the top part of him out, and then maybe dump the rest.
Okay, so you reach in. Your arm goes in all the way up to the shoulder, and you don't feel anything. It's not. It's pretty much the same as any other time you've reached your hand into a bag. Are you thinking of grabbing?
Wrong bag.
Like, what are you thinking of when you're doing this?
I mean, I've used my own, so yeah, I'm like, give me Sturge.
Okay, all right. So you say like,
Sturge.
give me Sturge, and your hand grabs a wrist.
Oh, great. That'll work. So yeah, I'll start pulling it out. Basically, I want to like pull that arm out to the shoulder, then head, and then kind of pull the rest of it out that way.
Sturge, make a Constitution check, or I mean endurance check, as your body is
Just do
being
my-
stretched
Squished.
through a dimension.
If I break your arm, I'm not sorry. Actually.
Don't apologize. He deserves it. All this trouble.
As you're pulling, you feel a really sickly kind of pop noise.
Oh shit! I dislocated it. I say out loud.
Yeah, it's a very like gross sound and feel like almost kind of squishy, and you're like, oh god, what happened?
Yeah. She's just like, oh shit! I think I dislocated it.
Jaez is like, I sure think you did. You might have broke something. Hold on. And Jaez like he scooches around so he can put his glass down. He's nursing that glass very well, and he's gonna like, all right. You think we should just yank him out? Like I take one end of the bag, you just pull.
Yes.
Yes.
We kind of
Magic Man says yes.
Okay, what if we ask for him and then we just turn it upside down? Do you think he'll fall out?
He might break his neck, but you know.
We could catch
He's
him.
well underneath me.
Do you want to put him on the bed?
Maybe.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. I can get rid
I'm
of
not a
bodies very
doctor or
easily.
a magic person or a magic doctor. I don't.
Jaez is like, I can get rid of
I
bodies.
just put
This'll
him
be
in a
fine.
bag. This is wild.
We did not think about how to get him out of the bag. We just thought it'd be like, poof, he'll be out of the bag.
Okay.
What are you doing? Make a decision.
Right?
And Jaez is like,
Wait, JD, I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it back in,
Okay.
and I'm gonna close the bag,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna reach in the bag again. I'm gonna be like, give me Sturge's feet.
Okay. Sturge's feet. All right. You feel like as soon as you think about Sturge's foot, you feel a boot like touch your hand, and you grab a boot.
All right, I've got the other end.
do you have both of the other end or just one part of the other end?
Do I? How many feet do I have?
You have a boot. You have one boot in one hand.
I have.
Is there a
one
foot
boot.
in there?
Does it feel like it is containing a foot?
Yeah, it does feel like there's something. You squeeze it and you feel that there's something in
Foot
it.
in
Yeah,
there.
it's a foot in there. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
I
definitely,
hope Sturge can do it.
definitely.
Hope Sturge can do a split. Worst case scenario.
I'm just asleep. I don't know what's going on.
If I have my other hand, I'm like, other foot.
Why don't you climb in the bag and push me out?
Other foot.
It's gross.
So you're putting both
I'm
hands
touching
in
you
and
enough.
saying other foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel another foot come to your grasp.
It's like,
All right.
Good
I
work.
got them both.
all right. So
If you
am I
ask
yang?
for
Am I
give me his hand, and it just folds him in half. It gets you the hand.
give me his? Wait, like give me Sturge's body, and it's just like,
That'd be terrifying.
no.
That would be terrifying.
Rain holds my feet. And Jaez pulls the bag off me. Is that
Am I?
right?
That's what I was. Are we like?
Yeah.
Am I pulling? Or
Yeah.
Is that what's happening here? All right. What do I need to do,
Yeah,
JD?
maybe.
I'm rolling.
Gently.
Okay.
Oh, gently.
All right. So
Yes.
I need Rain to make a dexterity check, and I need Sturge to make another endurance check.
Okay.
Go
I'm
around.
just
Rain-
here
Rain
for
first.
if
Rain
Jaez
first.
if Jaez is pulling it, I want to kind of try to maneuver it so it doesn't get snagged as she's coming out.
Rain's result is going to affect the DC of Sturge's roll. So Rain rolls first.
Okay.
All right, roll an endurance check, Sturge.
Could be worse.
Jesus.
It could be worse. It'll be fine. He should roll much better this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It
Okay.
could be like a lot worse.
I
but it
set
could
the
be
DC
worse.
at 30. So I set the DC at 30.
There we go.
Okay.
I did
Fine.
roll it too.
Well done. All right. So it's tough going. You feel like it's like a lot of resistance pulling. Like you're like, "Ugh," but and then like Jaez is pulling. You feel like you're doing tug of war with like a giant or something. You're like,
Yeah.
like you have to, you take both foot, you see the feet, they come out, you kind of put your arm over them, grab them this way, and start pulling them more. And Jaez is like also like putting all of his weight, like, "Ugh." And after a moment, like it gets up to his waist, and then it's like and you both go flying in opposite directions as he finally comes out of the bag. You see his arm kind of like doesn't look right. His arm does not look right.
I broke that, didn't I?
Healing potion will fix it.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll be alright.
Yeah, you probably need to do a heal check on him before the healing potion to reaffix his shoulder into the socket.
Am I still asleep?
Yes. However, you are no longer stable. You're now making death saving because you did take 10 damage from the stretching. So you're currently you see that his breathing is becoming ragged. So you need to make another healing check.
Okay.
Somebody.
Am I the best person to do that? Do we think?
Probably.
I have pretty good heal. Okay.
Okay. So you kind of go over to him and you're like, oh fuck. And it's like first thing you do is you see his
Not
arm.
really.
His arm is like over behind his back and like
Oh, that's
It's-
not how arms go.
that's
Oh.
not.
Wait, does he just?
That is not how an
Does he
arm
just-
is supposed to look. And so you're like, oh god.
just
So
Rain takes a really deep breath, and she's like,
yeah. So you have to roll it. You roll him over and kind of get him in a position where, and then you just kind of go. And you hear this like
oh,
pop,
like
big pop noise.
I throw up a little in my mouth, like just a little.
Does McQueehua come in and try to lay on Sturge? Like, oh no, he was hurt again.
McQueehua,
Not this shit again.
Yeah, McQueehua.
Oh wait, no, I think she like used all of
Yeah,
that.
she
Never
used.
mind.
She
I
doesn't
think
have
she
any more
did.
of that ability today. So you do that.
She just-
And give me one more to stabilize him.
Mm.
33. Okay. So looking him over, you see that his breathing has become ragged, and so you just kind of holding like pressure points on his around his chest area. You kind of like it's not CPR. It's not CPR, but you find pressure points to kind of try and slow his heart rate back down. And that's the pressure points you find on his neck and in his chest area seem to do the trick and manage to stabilize him once again. So you kind of like oh, okay. So that happened. So now what?
Does John react to the snake at all?
So actually, yeah. Seeing this, the snake says something. What languages does everybody in the room speak? I just want to see if anybody has this language.
I have deep speech and
yeah.
John.
Well, not you because you're
Common Sylvan.
unconscious. So you're unconscious. You don't count. So I guess well, Lloyd doesn't. Rain doesn't. Jaez doesn't. That just leaves Beni. Beni, what do you speak?
Common,
Nimrod
Elven,
has a few words.
Primordial, Deep Speech, and Abyssal.
Nope. You don't understand either.
Interesting.
Mhm.
But you can read, but you can't understand every language. Is that correct? Right. Okay.
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Special glasses.
The coatl a pencil.
Yeah.
Just put it in her little mouth.
Okay. So yeah, you heard during this thing, McQueehua looked a little bit concerned about Sturge, and she said it's like, but nobody can understand what she was saying. So,
Just gonna look and be like, yeah, we're all worried.
yeah.
We're all worried, man.
Comprehend
It
language?
looks
Is
bad.
that only reading, or?
Comprehend languages is everything, but nobody cast it at the moment. So,
Oh, okay.
okay. So now what do you do?
Well, if Benny heard that, he'll be like, He'll pull out probably a pen that's available and like sign like writing to McQueehua. And kind of like,
McQueehua kind of looks at her. She kind of coils back on herself, looking at her tail, and kind of cocks her head, and she just does this. Like no arms, no appendages, like can't really.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll not. Okay, let's take care of Sturge then.
Okay. All right. So you perform the ritual of
Yep.
remove affliction upon Sturge. So I need you to make the check for that.
Yep. I believe it's around.
Let's see.
Oops. I guess I explained twice.
Yes.
think I'm still tied up.
Your feet are, yeah.
You just see like
Actually,
fucking
well-
Nimrod on the ground, and you're just like.
Remove affliction. Okay, so yeah. You already cast most of it, so you just have the final touches to do. And you need to make a heal check.
Heal check.
Let's see. Ritual is physically testing the recipient used on an injured character. Upon completing this ritual, make a healing check using the level of the effect you're trying to remove. Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay. Benny's first gonna take out a healing potion from Sturge and give it to Sturge.
Okay. So let's see. Which level of healing potions? So Sturge, what kind of healing potions do you have on you?
Let's have a look.
Very accurate image of Sturge injured in chat. Anyone see that?
I do.
I have 3 potions of vitality, which is 25 hit points, and a save, and I have 8 potions of healing, 10 hit points.
So which one of those are you going to give him, Benny?
The first one Benny finds.
I'll just roll randomly then.
Yeah.
So you said 3 of the 25s, and how many of the others?
8.
8.
Yeah, I drank my other one over the water at some point.
So it's just a basic then. So he gives you one of the 10-point ones. So you spend a healing surge and you gain 10. So you're 10 up from. Well, actually, you'd just be at 10 now, because you went into the negatives one more time, and now this brings you out, and so you're at 10 HP. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. So go ahead and make the check, Benny.
Okay. Hold on. I think I have one potion for myself I might use real quick. Thought this was really easy.
Okay. Litter with the bottle.
Okay. Yeah,
Chuck it into the
I have an
ocean.
elixir of aptitude,
I
Okay.
wrote a note and put it
which gives me a
inside.
+3 bonus on any skill bonus on any check.
Ah, okay. So you take that, and
Yes.
so you're going to use it on heal, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So +3. So that'll be a 20. Damage equal to 1/4 of the target's maximum hit points. So
Oh no.
you'll be unconscious, but it'll remove a lot of the affliction. So what's your max HP, Sturge? Well, it'd be
170.
yeah, it would be whatever your healing surge value is. It would be 1/4 would be equal to that. So what's your healing surge value?
42, I guess.
42.
That makes sense.
Whatever 1/4 would be, rounded down.
It's half of 85, so yeah, 42.
Okay, so you just take, like, as the ritual, like Beni casts the ritual, and he puts his hands into the circle, pushes down hard to ignite the silver circle around the edge. There's a small but like bright flash of white light that goes around the outside of the circle. The whole inside of the circle like turns really bright white really quick, and you lift off the ground a couple of inches, and then your body just goes like it gets like kind of like completely infused with radiant energy for just a brief moment, which does burn your being a substantial amount, and you do take 42 points of damage. However, it removes 25 points of insanity. So you're unconscious again. So you're at negative 32.
Negative 32.
You're at
Beni will
negative
just grab-
32 and dying. Once
Beni will
again.
grab another one of his potions and just feed it to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of Sturge's
The
own
That'll
potions.
work.
Reaper
Yep,
has
Sturge's own
been
potions.
like going back and forth all day.
Okay. Let's see. This time you grab a
He's a cat. I can't
another-
decide if he wants to be inside or outside.
another basic.
Only it's Sturge's soul.
You grab another basic out of his pouch. So that's another basic you've used, Sturge. So and another healing surge. But good news is you are now. Let's see, minus 25. So let's see. This is 20, 22. Between Beni's ritual and Miquihua's small little healings, you are now at level 1. So yeah, you're a little bit on the cusp, but you're at level 1, and just unconscious. So, oh, actually, once you were healed past 0, you were conscious again. So with the healing potion, it was basically like this: you got the initial potion, and you started to kind of wake up, like, and then immediately you were like, ah! And then you wake up again like, oh. But you're like,
God.
you don't remember a lot of well, no, that's not true. With ranks training, you can kind of recall some of what transpired in the last 12 hours or so.
This crazy dream, guys.
It's like it's in your memory.
Morning
It's not
sunshine.
crystal clear by any means, but you recall being chased. You recall climbing into fish.
In the back?
Say what now?
Do I know who shot me in the back? Backstabbed me, stole the
I
rod.
don't deny it.
Well, you're fine now. You're only at level 1. You're not insane at all anymore. You feel much more clear-headed than you have in a while. And you're just in a lot of pain. You're just like, like your shoulder, your left shoulder especially, just is so sore right now. You're like, oh God, you're having trouble even just moving your arm. It's like you've got like numbness and tingling all the way down your left arm right now. And yeah, you also notice like you have hair, right? I think Sturge has hair. I don't know if Gitz or I have hair.
Does he?
I don't know.
think he does. I thought he was short, so.
I know he has facial hair.
I think I have a tuft, maybe.
Yeah, because, well, whatever it is, I would say that from the time spent in the bag of holding, you'd just be in there, like, it would start to get really hot and humid just due to your own breathing, and you'd be, like, sweaty and hair plastered to your face. I mean, it wasn't long that you were in there, but if you just imagine getting into a cardboard box, closing the lid, and just staying in there for an hour. Like, like that, So, yeah, you're all sweaty, and, your hair's all gross, and your arm hurts like hell, and, yeah, a lot of you hurts, actually, after that ritual. And then you see there's, like, this kind of snake thing on the that's kind of hovering over top the bed, just kind of staring at you. What languages do you speak, Sturge?
I speak deep speech, giant, and common.
Nobody can go talk to her. This is great. Like, nobody can fucking talk to her.
We're getting on fine.
So didn't Sturge talk with it before with telepathy?
Actually, telepathy.
Oh. Do you have to share a language? Yeah, I guess it depends.
I don't know.
Because I know some things are like if they speak any language in summer, you have to share one.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure if telepathy breaks language barriers, but it might. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if it says in his. I would say that if it specifically says that it doesn't matter, then yeah, that would work. But if it doesn't say, I would probably think like you think in the languages that you speak.
Yeah.
True.
is my logic. So like.
I mean,
even-
if we're doing Animorphs logic, thought speak is
I don't know.
feeling.
It's a borderline like. Like I think that it's more fun to play it the other way. Is another thing I'm thinking. So. Like if nobody
That's
can
fair.
talk to her, then it's
It
like
is. It is pretty funny.
it is
pretty
fun. Yeah, it's
We talked to it before it became an egg because it had
She
a
spoke
different
common
language or something.
well because it had lived a full life, and probably within its lifetime it learned other languages. But then it died, and when it's reincarnated, just like some other races like Deva, they don't remember everything from their previous lives. They remember bits and pieces of it, but not everything.
Okay.
Okay, so the group is all back together. Sturge is very sore and like hurting.
Minus Lloyd.
There's
Oh
Lloyd.
yeah. Oh, that's right, Lloyd. So,
There's another member of our group that's still missing.
yeah. So Lloyd, were you just headed back to the steam closet as well?
I gotta whisper it to you.
Okay. Then let's do that. So I'm going to just mute myself in. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute myself on. Well, actually, both of us need to mute ourselves on Discord.
Yeah.
Let's see, Discord, mute.
Do we need to do anything on our
No,
end?
you guys don't need to do anything.
I think
Okay.
Lloyd is
For
not
roll
muted
20?
up. Roll 20.
He is
Yourself on
not.
roll 20.
I could
Yeah.
mute him.
I
Or
don't-
we could manually mute him too.
Right, but I gotta unmute on roll 20 so that I can whisper to
Yes, me too.
DM. I think.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, so
I hope Lloyd is giving the rod to Alabar. That'd be great.
okay, so
Oh, fuck.
right
Oh my God, no!
right
That'd
now,
be fantastic.
No, that'd be terrible.
right now, if
That'd be
if
so
you can hear
funny.
me, hold up one finger. If you can hear me.
I give the rod back to its
It's a
rightful
double
owner.
agent the whole time.
We can hear you. You're not muted
Yeah,
on
I think
roll 20.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. You're definitely talking
Alright.
about pansies and polka dots
if you can hear me,
and
hold up.
Alabar's side chick.
If you can hear me, hold up 3 fingers.
You gotta get the rod back, guys.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
No.
So they
Yeah.
can't hear us.
Jaez is like,
Yeah, they can't hear us
No.
right now.
Like,
yeah, I
getting
should
the rod
probably
back
mute
is
that as
fun,
well.
but
I need-
waiting
I
until
need to
Lloyd
mute
is
everybody
forced
else as well
to use
because
it
I
is
can't hear
also
what you're
fun.
saying now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
it
for
seems
real.
like he's
I'm
gonna
like,
hide
I
it
just
under
hear
a
people
rock
talking.
and
I'm like,
not use it.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's better.
Uh,
That's better. Okay.
how do you do that? Right click or something?
No, go
There we
to
go.
Discord, and at the bottom there's the headphones. And there's like an option that says like
Yeah.
deafen. I don't know why it says deafen, but you click deafen.
Oh, that works. Okay.
Yeah.
I started individually muting people, and that took way longer.
No. Yeah, because that only cuts the sound from Discord, but we're talking on roll 20 right now. Okay, so tell me what you were gonna say. We're good.
Okay. So Lloyd is going to Lord O'Driscoll's manor,
Okay.
and when he gets there, he's going to. I'm sure there's some formalities he has to get through before he reaches the man himself.
Not necessarily. His agents have pretty much free reign because he wants them to be able to,
Okay.
But you know the protocol. Protocol is, if he's with people who are not associated with the Red Scales, then not to intervene. But if he's by himself, then you're good. And given these current circumstances of the city, he's not seeing anybody right now, so you're good. You can go straight there and talk to him, no problem.
Okay.
So you go into the manor, secret entrance or front entrance?
Secret entrance.
Secret entrance. Okay. All right. So you make your way up through. There's a storage room in the old wing of the manor, and there's a ladder that pops up in the storage room. So you go in through that way. Go into the manor. and make your way up to where his main study is, that's where he usually is. You knock on the door, and he says, "Yes, come in." And
Okay,
there he
I'll
is.
go in, and then I'll just say, I have something incredibly important to talk to you about.
Yes, by all means, Lloyd. Yes.
I'll
Have a
just
seat. Yeah.
shut the door behind me. And I'll ask, so I've come into the possession of an extremely powerful artifact. It's not related, I don't think, to the coming thing that we're dealing with the giants.
All right.
But, so my party members were in possession of this, and I think in the long term, we're probably the best people to hold on to it, but they use it quite liberally, and it's incredibly dangerous in the wrong person's hands. So I was wanting to ask if you wouldn't mind, or if you would mind maybe storing this thing away so that at least for the time being, it doesn't affect the outcome of the coming battle.
I see. I am not a man of the arcane persuasion, but I do know some who are. Do you happen to know what manner of what its capabilities are?
Well, it seems like it has quite a number of capabilities. It seems like every time it's activated, some random effect seems to happen. And it ranges from beneficial to extremely detrimental.
I see. It's very chaotic in nature, then.
Yes. And it seems to gradually drive the user mad if they wield it.
Yes. I've heard many a tale of lots of cursed items throughout Sylph in my long years. I have never come across one, to be honest. But as the saying goes, woe be to those who come across the cursed items of the gods. If that is indeed what you have, I'm not certain if I would want to keep such an artifact here, although I do understand the need of keeping it tucked away somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Perhaps... Is anyone else aware of its existence other than yourself and the party you were accompanying you?
I don't think so, but it could be possible.
My concern is that if it is kept here at the manor and it draws the eye of whatever beings might be looking for it, that could greatly be detrimental to our organization if something were to happen to this base of operations.
That's true. It's just very worrisome because I believe this thing is potentially capable of wiping this entire city off the face of the earth in an instant.
Oh, well. He kind of sits back in his chair and seems genuinely concerned about what it might be. It's like we have safe houses and other storage areas under lock and key, secret vaults scattered throughout the world. I'm trying to think of one that might be close enough to store away in, but if, as you say, it could wipe out an entire city. It is certainly not something I would want to keep here or even in this city.
Right.
There is a vault in the Frostfangs. If you take it to the west, I believe you know the path. About 5 miles into the Frostfangs, there is another secret path hidden behind an old elm tree. It marks the way. The elm tree blocks like an illusory path that will lead you into a vaulted area. I do not believe you've been to the vault itself, but I can give you the combination to the lock on the door. I think that may be the safest place to hold it if you have the time.
Yeah. I'll make my way there as soon as possible.
He turns around and looks. He opens a drawer in a nearby kind of like cabinet. Like looks through a bunch of little like files or like papers. Finds and pulls it out, and like it's a small scroll, and he kind of unrolls it. And then he takes out like a glass, like not a glass, like a lens from like part of his desk, and he kind of holds the lens over the paper, and then he makes a note on a separate page, and he hands it to you. It's just a combination of 5 numbers.
Okay.
And he rolls the scroll back up again, tucks it back away where it was, and puts the lens away. And he says, once you've put it in the vault, burn that paper. Do not let anyone else know the combination.
Of course.
We'll keep it there for now. But yes, 5 miles is not too far. I believe you could make it there and back in reasonable time. Just take care, as the guards are out in force and they may give you trouble entering and exit. But you know the secret way out, so you do know that there is like an underground exit for the red scales, so they can easily bypass. Yeah, the like you thought about like going through the secret entrance on the cliff side, going back into the city for Sturge and Rain, but to do so you would have had to go past a lot of where the guards were, so it didn't make sense to go that way. Just in case you're wondering, but yeah, there are a number of entrances and exits, and in this underground tunnel system. So the one that leads to the west would take you out to the Frostfangs. It's kind of in the direction of where you just came from, in that direction.
Right.
Yeah. So he gives you that, and he says, before, might I view is it safe to look at, or is it so cursed that it should not even be looked at?
Honestly, I don't think I even want to touch it for long enough to accept for putting it in the vault.
Mm.
I can describe it to you. It's rather simple, but it's incredibly dangerous, and even pulling it out in this room, I have no idea. It might even activate.
Oh, well then, no need to say anything further. I understand. Probably for the best then. I do not like taking chances. I am a cautious man, as you know. Best leave it as it is, and also take care of yourself when you put it away.
Right.
Try and contact me if you have any issues, by any means you can.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you give him a description of what it looks like?
Yeah, I'll basically tell him what it looks like.
I'll tell you.
Rather...
Yeah, it's a just so you know, it's about maybe a foot and a half in length, maybe an inch and a half in diameter. Just smooth, kind of iron-looking metal. Like it's not as shiny as silver. It's more like iron-looking in appearance. And there's a like a single row of you. I don't think. Do you speak Abyssal?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, so you can't read it, but there's a single row of like arcane runic-looking things that kind of goes in a spiral around the rod, from one end all the way to the other. So it's just kind of this just single row of text that goes and spirals around it from one end to the other. So that's what it looks like.
Okay.
He says, well, I do have certain contacts, and I will look into it and see if I can ascertain what it may be.
Right.
Oh, good luck, Lloyd.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so you take the combination and the directions given, and you head out. So do you want to go there directly, or do you want to go back to the inn first, or what do you want to do?
I think I want to go there right away.
Okay. So we'll, just because I want to get back to everybody else, we'll fast forward a little bit. Use the fact that you can use the hidden tunnels to get out of the city and back in again without issue. We don't need to make any checks for that. So you get to the outskirts of the city, bundle up in the cold of the Frost Fangs, and make your way 5 miles to the west. So it takes you probably about an hour and a half to get there. And you find this giant elm that Lord O'Driscoll was talking about. And you kind of start looking around the side of it. And you see that, just behind it, there's nothing. There's just more of those icy spikes. But he said it was like an illusory thing. And so you start kind of take a stick and you start kind of waving it around, seeing if these things are real or not. And sure enough, you wave your stick and it completely goes right through a number of these icicle things. And so you're like, oh, okay. So you keep going, and as soon as you go through like 5 or 6 of these like fake, like illusory icicles, you come upon another path. So this path takes you not too much farther. It's about maybe 200 or 300 yards away from the main path, and it goes down into a shallow ravine. And at the bottom of this ravine, there is a sort of odd-looking rock. But when you inspect the rock, you do notice that there's on the other side of it, there's like a metallic combination type lock. And so you use the combination you've got, open it up, and how do you just toss, what do you put in there? Like the whole bag, or do you take the rod out and put it in there, or what do you do?
I will just put the rod in there.
Okay. So you do take the rod out. So I'm just going to make one single roll because I have to. Okay. You feel a kind of, it feels like a heartbeat, or almost like it has a heartbeat. Like you're holding it and you feel it in your hand, like kind of vibrating. It goes like.
And he's moving quite fast because this thing unnerves the fuck out of him.
Yeah. And you just kind of open the door, toss it in, like, ugh, and then close it and like latch it shut again. Do you want to keep the combination or burn it?
I want to burn it.
Okay, so easy enough to do. You've probably got flint and steel or something, and okay, so you burn this piece of paper, and then head back. It takes you another hour and a half to get back, but so total time about 3 hours. You're gone. You make your way back to the town. So we'll see what the rest of the party is doing in that amount of time. So. Because you have been gone for a little while. Okay.
Yeah, that's a fair amount of time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to reconnect to everybody then.
Alrighty.
All right.
With you.
Exit whisper. There we go. Okay.
It's lower than it was before. I
Okay,
think.
I'm back.
Oh, hi.
Okay,
Still here.
so
We've decided that there's a roughly, if we average it out, like 17% chance Lloyd is evil.
I see. 17%. I want to know how you came up with this figure. So okay, so
JD,
yeah.
you're kind of echoey. Maybe
Oh, I know.
for me. Maybe mute your roll 20 or something.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's what it was. I still had roll 20
Yeah.
on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to the steam closet. You guys brought Sturge back, and you've got the McQueehua there in the room. Lloyd still isn't back yet. So I don't know what that means to you guys, but Lloyd still isn't back yet. So based on what Rain thinks might have happened, so he should have been here by now if he was coming directly here. So, but he's not back yet. So, what are you guys doing?
Jaez could go downstairs. He definitely wants more whiskey.
That's my
Really?
situation.
I
he shared
feel
some with
like the
Rain.
old man is late.
Okay.
Are we concerned? Also, he has the rod.
I'm sure he's fine. He's a skilled warrior.
Yeah, he's old though.
He's a little old though.
Yeah, I think.
Beni doesn't see a reason to distrust him.
No, but
JD.
it makes him a target,
Yes.
right?
Does Jaez, like within the Red Scales, if there's like ever a questionable object or anything, do they have training, or should they be like if they like say they have a questionable object from a target or whatever, do they put those anywhere?
There's not a policy or like a directive in place for that sort of thing.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
It's never happened to you or anybody you know of in the past. Like
Okay.
most of the Red Scales business involves political figures, like wealthy business owners, people who can really influence society. And those,
Okay.
and if those people start using their wealth and power for the detriment,
Nefarious gains.
nefarious gains or the detriment of society, the Red Scales step in and balance things out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't
Just
really.
wanted
The
to
Red
double
Scales
check.
don't really like go off in search of mysterious artifacts or anything like that.
They're
Okay.
like
Just wanted to double check.
like this kind of scale.
Yes.
So we are Hufflepuffs.
Yeah, the
pretty
Red
much we are
Scales
the
is like this
Hufflepuffs
kinda
of the
scale.
world.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We are absolutely Hufflepuffs, where like everything has to be balanced or you will die.
Well, then are you an especially good finder?
He's a pretty good fighter. He found out where his sister was.
That's true.
And his guy thing that he's like, what do I do about this? And Callista.
Person of interest.
Good old Callista.
Yeah, and the other one.
And the
The other
third
one.
one. Kill the spare!
Okay, so are you guys gonna wait around, or it's really late? It's getting very late into the evening. You know, Sturge especially is gonna need some rest.
Am I conscious?
You are conscious. You've been conscious ever since you got healed after the ritual. You've been conscious.
Okay. Well, I
Does
wouldn't
that count
know
as an
this.
extended rest for him?
I wouldn't know this.
No,
But
not cooped
I don't
up
think
in
it
a
was 8
bag.
hours.
No, of course it wouldn't. He's just been
Maybe time
knocked out
passes
for it.
faster in the bag.
No, time's the same.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
hyperbolic time chamber. Hyperbolic time bag of holding.
Sturge, make an intelligence check real quick. I'm just
Okay.
gonna see if he remembers something.
Is it Nimrod?
intelligence, you say?
Yes.
He's in the back.
Yeah, you recall in your insane state something about a parrot.
I was just gonna ask you if someone can make a roll to remember where the parrot is.
That's
I wouldn't
you.
know that it's in the bag.
Well, no, you wouldn't know that it's in the bag, but you do recall that there was a parrot. So.
Yeah. Oh, what happened to Nimrod?
Oh, he's in the bag.
Okay.
Parrot is
Oh,
breathing.
you
stale
were
Sturge
also in the bag.
But I don't remember that at all.
That's good.
Probably for the best. Yeah. So lesson learned is living things are not generally meant to be in the bag, especially living things that
definitely not.
like things that are bigger than the mouth of the bag.
Yeah.
Jaez is
But
like,
it worked.
it could be
Worked.
dead in the bag, I guess.
So since we learned a lesson,
Don't open dead up.
Oh fuck!
we take Nimrod out of the bag.
Yeah. Whose bag was it? I forget.
It was
It's
mine.
Oh, it's
Sturge's.
your own bag. Okay. So yeah, you can reach in the bag and try and grab Nimrod. So you think about Nimrod as you reach in the bag, and you feel something feathery, and you pull it out, and immediately this bird just starts going "Rah, rah," and just like flying all over the room, like freaked the fuck out, and it's just like it like lands on the curtain, like on the wall, and it's just like. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Hey man, we asked. You went in there.
He did, didn't he? His own accord. I'll see if I have like a cracker or a breadstick handy to feed him.
A breadstick.
Well, if you have been given back, if you have back the shared pouch, it is now full of breadsticks.
Okay. I found a breadstick.
So you reach into the bag of shared acquisition, and you pull out breadsticks. Like, okay, breadsticks. So
I feed Nimrod some breadsticks.
he kind of flaps over to your arm, lands there, and he starts like pecking at the breadsticks, and you know he spends some time trying to calm down, and he's missing quite a bit of feathers.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, he's missing quite a bit of feathers in his panic, probably flying around in there.
Even though we were in the same bag, we wouldn't have encountered each other. We'd just be like, in limbo, or would we have seen each other? Or
I guess you'll never know
No.
until you go in there while you're conscious.
yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, go in there next time conscious, and then we'll find out.
The
That was
world
perfect.
may never know.
Yeah,
One thing's for sure, you know Nimrod was freaked out.
yeah.
It's probably not a good time in there.
Okay, so around this time you hear kind of a slow, distant rumbling noise. So it sounds like a little bit like thunder. It sounds far off, but it's just kind of like this far, distant, like. And then it kind of dies off, and like the room kind of goes quiet for a second as you know. No, everybody can't help but think about, you know, storm giants when they hear thunder, because they're like,
We told Beni about the storm giant.
not yet. No.
Oh, the dead
Beni.
one.
You tell Beni we saw a storm giant dead.
Well, you saw it.
That sounds convenient considering they're hard to kill.
What's that?
He said it sounds convenient since they're hard to kill.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, honestly, one down, not necessarily a negative.
Also, I remember, wasn't there something way offshore that I kind of witnessed as well?
You saw in your insane state, you did see something, you rolled a really good perception check.
Okay.
Like a natural 20, and was like over a 40 or something. And so you saw like in the distance you were trying to head towards, there was something deep in the water that was just slightly glowing. Yeah, so you did see that.
Guys, I saw something deep in the water that was slightly glowing.
Oh. Do you think you actually found the temple?
Don't know.
Oh, I was that close. We should head out immediately. Oh, my arm.
Oh yeah, I dislocated that.
She did
Oh,
break it.
Underwater?
Yeah.
The stories you did hear about Sidrifrenos said that it was underwater ruin, some sort of temple.
Right. So Sturge, wasn't the glowing underwater? Would that be hard to, get into?
Well, if you can swim.
Huh.
You can swim. Some of us prefer not to.
What?
You
Is it personal
you can't
preference?
swim?
Hmm.
It's
Well, I mean,
not
if
a
you can-
favorite
if you can
activity of
swim-
mine.
There's
That's
another
a little fun.
roll of thunder,
Um,
and you can
You
hear
can't
Maybe
just
the
a
swim.
slight like sound of tink, 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 as rain starts to fall onto the roof.
Ouch.
Um, Benny,
Thank you for laughing.
So- Benny, where do you keep the tome? Where do you keep the tome normally?
Currently, it was so since we're in Benny's room, it was currently left on his desk,
Okay.
which is near him.
So you kind of hear a faint like sound of like dripping, like drip, drip. And you turn and look, and the top of the desk is just is sitting in about a thin film of water that is on the desk, and there's water just kind of flowing off the sides of the desk.
Well, better be picking that up pretty quick.
Yeah, you pick
Jaez
up
is
the
like, "What the
tome,
hell?"
and there's like water kind of coming out of it's like coming out of the pages, and like dripping down, and like as you pick it up, it's like looks like it's leaking. Like you hold it up, and like there's this water like coming down, and like as you no matter where you take it, it's just leaking water.
Jaez
let's
is just
put
like,
that in
"The
bag
hell
of
is?"
holding for now.
Say what?
Let's put that in the bag of holding for now.
Okay. So you put it in the bag of holding. What else is in your bag of holding? Just need to know.
That's a good.
It's gonna get wet.
Yeah.
Jaez is like, "Is that book leaking?"
Is that sanitary?
Why do you have a leaking book?
I don't know the word sanitary.
How do books leak?
Let's see. Probably.
I guess if
I
there's
haven't-
water inside.
Everlasting provisions,
That's not how
I
books
have an
work.
empty haversack if you need it.
some extra rings.
It's now free of Yeti skins.
Yeah.
Very much
your
free.
Yetter skins are gone. Your Yeti
They're
skins,
gone.
you can take those off your character sheet now because they're gone.
I took them off already.
Okay.
Great.
We were like, not that nonsense. You can keep that ocean. Have fun with that fish.
They saved my life.
They did actually. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, JD, the only thing
Yes.
of interest in there would probably be so basically everlasting provisions and then like the Exodus knife, probably a few extra leftover rings.
Okay, the Exodus knife's probably fine. I mean, magical items probably are going to be fine, even if they
Yeah.
get wet. So, okay. I was just wondering if there's any other like paper-based materials or things that would be affected by water.
No, the only thing would be my ritual book, which was out for Sturge's ritual. So
Okay. So yeah, okay. So you okay, you put that in the
Yeah.
the bag of holding. The whispers you've been hearing in your mind kind of start to fade as you do so.
okay.
Jaez like, was your book leaking?
Well, this was the book we got from Lloyd that he stole from the giants that does watery stuff.
Oh god, I imagine if it's leaking, something's happening.
Yup.
Well, fuck. I need more whiskey. He just goes downstairs to go get more whiskey.
All right, so
Whiskey.
I know that Kenya has to go soon. So, any final thoughts on what to do tonight or about Lloyd?
If anything, Jaez could go to his house.
Okay.
Vega will probably be there, but that's fine.
Okay, so we can do that real quick before we wrap up. So, you take a few minutes. So it only takes about, their house is fairly close to the steam closet. So 15-minute walk. Yeah, about a 15-minute walk. You get to Lloyd's house, and you knock on the door. The lights are out inside. You kind of try and peek in through the window. The curtains are closed. You knock.
It is quite late.
Yeah,
I
it
guess.
is quite
Is it late?
late. Do you knock or do you not knock?
He knocks. He'll be polite.
Okay.
He's not gonna break into his car.
All right, so you knock, dook, 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 like, hello. You knock again, a little bit louder. There's no answer at the door.
Negative thought. What if somebody's dead? I'm going in.
Okay, the door's locked.
It's about to not be locked
Okay,
with my skills.
Make a thievery check.
My skills
Like
of
Lloyd's house has
thievery.
like the best locks on it.
It probably does. Yeah, I think given your, both of your your line of work, you probably do have quite the nice lock. So, go ahead and make your thievery check.
Elaborate booby trap
Okay.
system.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, I was like, that is not enough. You try and get your lockpicks in there, and it's like, damn, this is more complicated than it looks. You take them out, and you're like, you put your tool down, and you're like, well, shit.
Like, He's like, all right, I'm just gonna climb the roof and just be like, I'm gonna knock on some windows, be like, hi, hello, is everybody dead in there? You
Okay.
guys good?
So you go around the whole house knocking on windows,
Panicking.
like, hey. You start like kind of freaking out, like, hey.
Lloyd, Vega.
No lights go on in the house. Nothing happens. However, you do get the attention of one of the neighbors lives nearby, who comes outside and kind of squinty eyes, and it's like, what are you doing? Who are you? Jaez? Yeah, you kind of recognizes Jaez. It's like, what are you doing?
Do they? I'm an old ass man. Oh wait.
Oh,
who?
right.
What?
You're in disguise. I forgot. It's hard to remember. That's right.
Foresight.
That's right. Doesn't
I'm a
recognize you.
pirate.
Redacted.
You are a pirate.
Redacted. I forgot you're in
Andrew
disguise.
Jaez.
So yeah, okay. Totally response would be like, it's like, who are you? Like, what do you want?
When I turn, do I recognize who they are? I guess.
Uh,
Are they like just a random neighbor?
Yeah, random neighbor that you've seen around.
Okay, you're like,
Because you've been to this
sorry
house
for the
plenty of
disturbance.
times. Yeah.
yeah, like sorry for the disturbance. Lloyd and Vega. Are they here? Are they okay?
Vega packed up her stuff and left. I don't know. Like, they're not home. Can you be quiet, please?
What do you mean they're like? I'm sorry.
Have you not been
they
li-
left?
It's like, well, I assume so. I mean, I saw Vega. I don't. Oh, that's right. Look, I don't know. I just assumed that maybe she found her daughter and they went probably to a family house or something. Haven't you been listening to what the guards have been saying? Like, there's gonna be some sort of attack. I mean, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Like, you should.
Like, yes, that's a good idea for you, but for Lloyd. Ugh.
Who's Lloyd?
All right. Vega's, Lady Vega's husband.
She got married?
She been married.
Huh.
Don't.
It's like, clearly this neighbor did not meet Lloyd. Maybe it's a new neighbor. Like,
It's like, what? And I'm like, huh? Like,
so this
all right.
neighbor never knew that Vega was married, apparently.
Okay, all right. That's fine. You're like, ugh, all right then. Sorry for the disturbance. Damn.
So yeah.
Where would he have gone? The manor? God damn it.
So where do you want to go now? Like, or we could.
Man,
I know you gotta go to work. So
yeah.
it's up
I
to
mean,
you.
I have a couple minutes. I'm already like half dressed. It's fine. I like from
Okay.
work. It's cool.
Okay.
He is trying to think like, where did he go to the manor? Like, why is he not here? He's gonna go to the manor.
Okay. You go to the manor, and
I'm using the secret passage. I ain't got time for this door shenanigan.
okay. So you go to the manor. Go head up inside, and once you get inside, you go and you find up to Lord O'Driscoll's study.
Yeah, if he's awake. Is he a night owl? I think he's a night owl, especially with the things going on.
Okay. It does appear to be awake. I actually need to whisper to you.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Because I need to whisper to you. So
Maybe we opened up the right box.
Maybe we did.
All right. So let me whisper here. Turn on the mic.
Okay. Let me mute myself on Discord.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Mute.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you, JD. What is happening?
Sorry. Hang on.
I cannot hear JD at all.
Really? You can't hear me?
JD, I still can't hear you. Why can't I hear you?
That's strange. Hang on.
Hold on. What is happening? Why can't I?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh. Ew. I don't. I have audio up. I can hear people's voices. And okay, hold on. I hear both.
Okay, right now
Wait,
everybody.
JD, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cannot hear me.
Can you hear me now?
Happening?
I know everybody can probably hear me, but
wait, why?
Yeah, everybody's saying they can hear me, I think, right? If you can hear me, put up one finger. Yeah. So they can hear me.
I don't have like all my settings on Roll20. I have it as like just enable both. I only mute myself.
I'm gonna Oh, she can't hear me. Let me try.
What is happening?
Can you hear me now? Hello?
No, I cannot hear you. What is happening? Wait. Cause he mouthed it. He mouthed it and I could hear him.
Okay. What to do?
I still can't hear you, JD. No.
What? Maybe.
And Discord are on.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to Discord.
You shouldn't.
Okay, I'm back on Discord.
I can hear JD.
I'm on Discord now.
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
good.
I'm probably echoing because I think I'm on both.
Okay. I don't understand why, like, because like I have everything enabled on. Hold on, let me myself
Yeah,
there.
everybody.
Enabled on Roll20.
That's weird. Everybody else could hear me when I took off the whisper.
I could.
I couldn't hear you because I have mine set to not receive audio on Roll20 in case someone unmutes themselves accidentally.
I see.
I could hear you on. I could hear people on Roll20 when, well, like
Yeah.
I could hear Sarah on Roll20, and I could hear you on Roll20 when I had things muted.
Okay.
Interesting.
Might have
I'm
had-
gonna
gonna
just.
be late for work.
You can,
Yeah.
you can
That's
mute
weird.
individuals now on Roll20, so you might have had him muted.
Oh. Was I muted?
That no.
No. Well, because we were trying to communicate through Roll20, so even if I was muted on Discord, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
Well-
I don't have him manually muted.
Well, let me see if I can just directly whisper.
Oh, you couldn't hear JD in the whisper?
I couldn't hear him
Yeah.
in the whisper.
You guys look
Oh,
like
that
you're
is
still
interesting.
linked in the whisper.
I wonder if I can whisper you through this. Let's see. Message, profile, call, mute, sound, disable. If
Let
I-
me also refresh just in case.
Message? Call?
Okay, I
No.
am in allowing mic and whatnot. I am in. Okay,
Okay, let me
I'm
try it
unmuting.
again. Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
unmute myself on Roll20. My voice will probably get echoey, but
Mine
Test,
too.
test,
Okay, so let me
test.
mute myself on Discord.
Echoey.
One more time, JD. I can. What?
test.
I can hear you. Well, you're off of Roll20.
No, I'm on Roll20. I'm on both right now.
Let me do this.
Let me turn my voice off on Discord.
Okay, I can hear you on Roll20
Test,
now.
test.
Yes.
You can hear me
I
now?
got you. I can hear you on Roll20. Yes.
Okay, great. All right. Okay, I think
then
we're
let's
okay. Maybe we
try
just
to
needed to
whisper again.
refresh. So I'm gonna
Maybe.
try to whisper you.
Okay.
Test.
Oh my god,
Think
yeah,
it
there we go.
worked.
Alright, I just needed to
Think it
refresh.
worked.
Alright, I can hear you.
Yay.
Nice.
Happening.
I'm in whispering with you. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Good.
I think
Yeah.
we're whispering. Nobody seems to be responding. Can anybody else hear me? I guess not. Okay. So go. Let's do this. I know you're running out of time, so we'll do this quick.
No, it's fine. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine. I try to give myself a half-hour buffer just in case.
Okay.
What if those giants
alright,
are like
Jaez,
fucking
Politely knock
just
on
underwater
the
at like
door if it's closed.
Okay. So you just you knock on the door. It is closed, but you knock on the door and you hear, "Yes, come in."
Lord O'Driscoll, don't be alarmed. It's just me.
Oh, Jaez. Yeah, Lloyd was just here a little while ago.
Aha! Jaez opens the door
He
as an old pirate.
quite. I see. I recognize your voice. I would know my butler anywhere.
Ah, that's comforting to know.
But yes, Lloyd was just here. He came to me with some news of great concern.
What it happened to do with the storm giants?
No, actually. It
No?
was some object of great power that he was concerned about, and he didn't want it interfering with whatever storm is coming. So he requested to perhaps have it kept here and tucked away out of the way. However, I had to deny him because well, from what he told me, it did not seem like anything could that I would want kept in the headquarters of our organization. And when he went on to say that it could very well destroy an entire city, well then I could not in good conscience allow such an item to be, kept here within the city walls. So I told him of a secret vault that we have in the Frostfangs, and I told him to put it there and come back. He,
Frostfangs.
yes, you're out of character. You know the Frostfangs are the
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I'm just like, he left?
Oh, he's not to worry. It's only about 5 miles outside the city walls. I suspect he will be back not too long. There's a secret, as you know, the western tunnel leads out of the city walls, so bypassing all of the guards and the gates, and following the path through the Frost Fangs up to a certain point will bring you to the vault. It's very little known. I only just now let him know about it. I thought it would be the best place to hold such an object outside of the city walls, away from those who might want it or any destructive powers it might have in case, some being were after it. They don't come directly to the city.
Well, Jaez, he thinks for a moment. Well, if anybody wanted it, it would be really wanted it. And if it wants to be wanted, I have a feel like Jaez, he's like just pondering this all out loud. He's like a stupid rod.
From what Lloyd mentioned, it did not seem to be the most pleasant of items, causing great ailments upon its wielders and sowing nothing but chaos.
It is definitely the rod then.
Quite. He
No.
described it as a rod-like object. It must be what you also have encountered. Do you know anything that perhaps he did not? What do you know of this artifact?
Well, like talking about it with like out of character, would Jaez have? No, I think we did talk about it with Jaez because I know Sophidia knew a lot about it, but Jaez, I think he asked like, "What the hell is that thing?" And they're like, "It's the rod." And seeing how Brain went kind of nuts over it, and Sturge went kind of nuts over it, he does think it's nefarious, but have we discussed that it's sentient in a way?
There hasn't been any discussion over if it's sentient or not.
Okay. Then Jaez would just say that it's not the. I don't think it's good for anyone to have, especially when it seems it has addictive properties, to say the least, driving its user mad. I've seen that happen on occasion.
That makes me worried slightly for Lloyd's well-being, as he was the one who said he'd put it in that vault. I hope that its effects are not so sudden that he might fall victim to it. I can only put my trust in his abilities.
Well, if he doesn't use it, I think he'll be fine.
Well, that is good to know.
Well, alright. I thought maybe he went with Lady Vega and ran, but if he'll be back, then I'll wait for him at the steam closet.
If he comes again, I will let him know.
And Jaez, before he goes, is, my lord, if I may request something.
Of course.
Jaez goes up to his desk and he hands him 2 letters. He says, I have a couple of letters I think I'll need posted, but not to say that you're a mail service at all, my lord, but I have a feeling with things maybe going the way they would, maybe it'd just be better if you kept them rather than relying on a bit.
He looks at the letters and who they're addressed to. It's to your sister and to...
One's to my... Jael.
Jael. Oh, there's one to Jael as well.
There is one to Jael as well.
Ah, okay. That's new.
Yeah, so gonna send those to you. That's the one I'm having such trouble with.
Okay.
Okay, so Jaez says, one is to my sister, and...
Yeah, he doesn't recognize... I don't know if you would have talked to him about your father at all. Does he know anything about your father? He would only know anything you have told him. There's no way he would know anything else.
He would have just said that, like, their parents died. Like, his mom died on the surface, and he's assumes his dad is dead when they heard about the attacks on Zalthair.
Ah. Which, yeah, that makes
So
sense.
nothing. One is to my sister, and one is to a man I thought was dead, but I have sent to go get Vashti and Arden and Callista.
Oh.
I don't know if he'll bring them back here or if they'll end up in Column at this little bookshop. And he gives them the name of the bookshop.
Thralixa books. Yeah.
Thralixa, yeah.
Yeah, it's an anagram of Zalthair, yeah.
Of Zalthair, yeah. If things go south.
Oh.
But
Oh.
I know that I told them to take them there. If it's not safe here.
Oh. That was a wise move, I would think. We do not yet know how this will play out. How are you? I know you had this news. He just kind of looks at you like,
Jaez just he's very honest with O'Driscoll. One of the few people he's honest with ever. And he just goes, honestly, my lord, I'm not well. At all. I just downed a whole bottle of whiskey and I still don't feel the effects of it, regrettably.
Oh, that is very unlike you. Well, are you, would you consider yourself a fatalist? Do you know what that means?
Jaez does not, so he would need to explain.
Someone
Jaez,
who,
what do you...
those who believe that, fate is a thing that truly exists, and that everything happens for a reason.
Well, if fate had anything to do with my mother going mad and dying, and my homeland being destroyed, then, well, quite frankly, I'll say fuck fate.
Well, then...
Excuse my language.
It's all right. Personally, I have always felt that our organization plays a large role in shaping fate. If we did not exist, then the world would be much worse off. I've always considered us to be agents of fate. But you do not have to subscribe to this belief to be one of us. It's just my own personal belief. I know that these things probably do not seem to be the best. No one can claim that, the loss of a loved one is a good thing, of course. But when you consider, and you get to be my age, I'm over 200 years old, and you start to see how things affect other things over time. It truly does start to seem that things do happen for reasons. If one thing did not happen, then this would not have happened, and that would not have happened, and so on and so forth. And it's a very peculiar domino effect of the world at large, and I hate that some people's dominoes fall in the most painful of ways, but at the end of it all, the largest domino falls, and a great tyrant is slain. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think I do.
The only thing I am regretful in saying is the painful path that some go through in attaining their fate, as it were. But perhaps I'm just rambling. Anyway, I hope that...
It's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you for the advice.
Of course. Well, have some rest, of course. We have no business to attend to, only to be on the lookout for whatever storm is coming our way, which by the sound of it will not be long. I hope that these thunderclaps I'm hearing are not doom knocking on our doorstep.
We shall see.
Hmm.
I'll defend this place with my life, Lord O'Driscoll.
I have
you
no
that.
doubt that you will. If you'll excuse me, though, I'm feeling a little worse for wear tonight.
Understandable.
I think
Yes,
I'll be a
I
bit
will
tiring.
leave you. Yes.
Good night, Jaez.
Good night, Lord O'Driscoll. And Jaez is probably going to head back to the steam closet.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, so I'll connect with everybody and we'll wrap things up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fairly normal, I think.
Huh.
Okay.
We've had fewer, and we
Okay.
might have had more. This is a pretty good amount for us, I think. I don't watch it too closely.
Okay, we're back. So we're gonna wrap things up, I think, because it's getting kind of late, and I know Kenyon has to go. So, Jaez leaves and is gone for roughly 30-40 minutes before returning. And then, let's see, 34 minutes. Not long after that, Lloyd actually comes in as well. So you guys are left in the steam closet talking for 30 or 40 minutes. So if nothing happens there, then we can kind of skip ahead. If there's nothing else. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do in that short amount of time?
No.
No?
It's resting.
Okay.
We're kind of, I think we caught Sturge up a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll head out from here, y'all. So I'll see y'all next week.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye. Bye.
Great.
Bye.
Okay, so all the party member is back together again. Yay.
Hey, we did it.
We did it. Okay. So next week we can pick up. Does everybody want to just go ahead and go to bed once Lloyd's back, or do you want to talk to Lloyd first and then go to bed?
Well, we were kind of discussing, should we go to bed? Is this an immediate threat with the weather? Do we need to fix it maybe?
You hear thunder in the distance and it's raining. Not super heavy rain, but it is raining. So that's all you know. That I mean, at this point in time, that's all you know. Oh yeah, and Benny's book is leaking.
Yeah,
drain
that's
that.
Benny's book is
how much-
leaking.
What's the rate?
spoon is too big.
What's the rate of leakage, JD?
Do you know that? Please tell me you know that reference. My
spoon
spoon is too big. No.
Oh yeah, my spoon is too big.
I am a banana.
What you say?
No. Okay.
Gotta love Don Hurst.
Oh, you do know it. Hey, you do know Don Hurts. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. What did you say, Paul? I didn't catch that.
No, I was trying to calculate when the bag of holding will explode because the rate of water leaking into it.
Ah.
It can hold 50 gallons.
So imagine if you turn a faucet on maybe a quarter to a third of the way. It's like not turn the faucet all the way on, but like turn the faucet on like maybe about you can kind of imagine. So yeah.
Like, what's that, a gallon a minute or a gallon every 30 seconds? Or...
I don't know. Just don't ask me, man. I'm just giving you a visual. We'll say maybe a minute. Yeah, a gallon a minute, maybe. It's like,
what was the capacity, Sarah? 64 gallons?
60 gallons.
60 gallons.
About an hour from now, it would be completely full.
Okay.
Which is why Beni will periodically drain it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Where are you gonna drain it? I just gotta know. You're
You're
just gonna sploosh. All the water goes out under the door, down the hall, and 60 gallons of water.
Presumably he has a window.
Yeah, okay, just out the window. Whoever's outside, sploosh.
It's going great outside. So.
60 gallons, go. Hey, it's a permanent create water spell.
Yeah.
Not dangerous anyway.
Yeah. Well, that area is gonna be nice and frosty in the morning. It's like a Home Alone. Whoop.
Yeah.
Danger.
Okay, so periodically you you like empty the water out of the bag of holding. Are you gonna stay awake the whole time to do this every hour, or?
Well, he only needs meditation, so probably.
So there, meditation still, that's 4 hours.
True, but if he notices if it lasts all night, he'll probably because basically, from what I read, basically it can only be used after an extended rest. So what he'll do is he'll activate it, hoping that that'll sl- and then basically deactivate it, hoping that will stem the water.
Oh, I see. You mean like start creating one of the effects and then bring it back down to 0? Is that what you
Yes.
mean? Okay, I see.
So if he has to drain for 3 hours, after 3 hours, he'll do that.
Okay. So we'll pick it up here next time. So while we figure that out. So pretty much the whole group's back together, which is what I was hoping for. So yeah, we'll see where this whatever's happening with the Tome of the Shadowsea and this approaching storm next time.
I guess maybe we'll try to sleep and see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, but basically at this point, like, tensions are kind of high as you're just kind of waiting and waiting
Yeah.
and waiting, and it's just very hard to sleep when you know, like, at any moment, like, all hell could break loose. And that's what we'll leave it tonight, everybody who's watching. Is anybody watching? Let's see. Who's here today?
I like 15.
Huh?
We were looking while you were in the whisper.
Oh, yeah?
15 bucks. Just kidding.
15 bots.
10 bots and 5 legitimate people.
10 bots and 5 lizard people.
I said legitimate, but maybe lizard people. I don't know.
People. Hello, lizard
I think
people.
10 storm giants are listening.
They're spying on you guys.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Well, this is good. I can really tighten all the bolts on my new map. Actually, I have a number of maps that I hope like they all get used, but probably they won't all get used. But I've got lots of different situations because I don't know what you guys are gonna do. So it's gonna be.
I think we're waiting for them to come to us, right?
I
That's
know.
what's going on.
I know, but I know, but there's things you don't know that I know that will. Yeah.
It's true. That's true.
So I'm excited.
God, that's right.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So. Okay. All right. We'll stop here then. I'll.